And we are live. Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
Week 2. And man, I don't know about you guys, but we have been buzzing talking about that first week of gameplay. What are you guys thinking so far?
I think tonight's going to be crazy.
Night 2's a big night.
Yeah, we only saw 2 people go home, so I feel like tonight there's going to be a few more casualties. So we'll see how these swap tribes, make out in these first 2 tribals, especially.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a massacre. So we have 5 people leaving the game, 2 right off the bat, right? 1 from each tribe that lost that immunity challenge. So 2 right off the bat. So Megs, I don't know if you've been caught up, but so the last challenge, so we broke into 3 tribes of 6. They had a challenge, and then 1 team won immunity, the other 2 go to tribal council, but they had the whole week to contemplate who was going to get voted out. So tribal is first thing tonight. What's really interesting is how the swap kind of formulated. I think, Will, do you have that graphic that I sent you of the swap?
The swap one? Let's see. Hold on. I got to double check on that one.
Well, I can describe it. It's great. So it ended up being so we started with 2 tribes, and we ended up with 3 from each tribe on every new tribe. So it was an even split of 3-3 across the 3 tribes. However, so many pairs ended up together. In fact, we have 1 tribe where it's 3 tribes of loved ones, like 3 pairs. So it's a really, really interesting dynamic. There's only a few people that aren't with their loved one. There you go. I don't know if can you zoom that in? Can we get full screen of that somehow? Maybe not.
Guess not.
So on the Ama tribe, you've got Leanne and Trey. You've got Matt and Marcy. And then Naomi, whose dad was voted out last week, and Rachel, she's by herself. Now you all know Rachel. So you'll watch some of her confessionals. She is obviously, I think, originally thought she'd be screwed and thought that the pairs would team up and get her and Naomi, but it's actually looking more like the pairs are going to try to leverage Rachel and Naomi to try to get each other. So it'll be really interesting to see kind of which way that all goes. One thing that has come to light as of today is Trey did let his tribe know that he got the tree male advantage. And so there's some mixed reactions to whether that was a good idea for him to tell them or not.
That's an interesting tactic.
Yeah,
right.
So it's interesting is tree male went out on Saturday night. What I love more than anything, I don't know if you guys know this, I think some of you might, is that Leanne, Trey's mom, found the first item in the tree mail, which was the idol. So she found it first and then told Trey what she did to find it, and that's how he found his advantage. So there was 1 idol and 1 Pandora advantage in the tree mail. So I just love that. I literally thought maybe Trey had found it, gave it to his mom, and told her to go get it. But no, she found it. I guess she was screaming from the other room that she found it. And then she kind of gave some clues to Trey for him to find it, which I kind of assumed if somebody found it, they would try to get their loved one to get the other half, right? That's kind of how this was mapped. So that was really cool. It doesn't sound like maybe they've told people about Leanne's idol, but Trey did reveal. So I guess Matt yesterday tried to get the idol, and I said that it had already been taken. And so he went to his tribe and said, "Hey guys, it sounds like somebody already got the idol and the advantage." And that's when Trey was like, "Oh yeah, I got the advantage." So interesting strategy there. I don't know what that's about.
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's weird.
So Rachel actually just sent over a confessional saying that could be a reason to try to get him out before he can use it.
Poor Trey. I followed him. I moderated him in Expedition Online, and that's what got him out.
Yeah.
When he played that season, he does not have a good history with idols and advantages.
Yeah. When he got voted out he got voted out with an idol in his pocket the first time he played Pandora, in a crazy double boot tribal council. So he did say when going into the season, he's like, "I'm just not going to try for advantages. I'm not going to try for idols. I just want to keep them out of my pocket so I don't get screwed."
I think that they were in a pretty good position if they didn't do that.
Yeah. So I'll be really interested to see what Rachel ends up doing, because it does seem like she and Naomi might be in a little bit of a swing vote position.
Do we know what the advantage is?
It's a steal a vote.
Okay.
Okay.
Steal a vote. Can you bring up the graphic again? I can't remember what.
Yeah.
Take your time. So AMA is safe, so they'll at least make it through this first set of tribal councils. Now, what they don't know is that they will attend both tribal councils, and they will be able to privately vote to keep one person safe. So they could impact the outcomes. And we're going to play it like a hidden immunity idol. So they won't know who is safe until after the votes have been cast. So kind of after the immunity idol.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So we'll see how that goes.
Is it one person on each tribe?
Yes, one person on each tribe. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So on Anantia, we have another kind of interesting dynamic. We have Amanda and Emma, who are sisters, Mariah and Jesse, who are long distance dating, and then Michelle, whose twin brother Brendan was voted out first, or idled out first, I should say. And then Caleb, who's Rachel's husband. So they're in kind of that interesting middle position as well. Now, when the tribe was split that way, I was a little confused and intrigued by what was going to happen, because Amanda and Emma and Jesse and Mariah actually know each other outside the game. They actually played a different org together. I think they might have played a couple of versions of that org, an all-star version here or there, but both Emma and Amanda have won that other org. And so I was assuming that Jesse and Mariah would work with them, but it sounds like Amanda has other plans in store and might be using Caleb and Michelle to target Jesse or Mariah. Much like she was in her season, Amanda's kind of a wild player. She kind of does some crazy things and pretty aggressive, which I love. That's one of the reasons I wanted to have her come back. And so we'll really see. I was expecting this to be a safe vote for that group, and probably Caleb or Michelle going. I know Michelle really struggled in the last challenge as the caller. Joe knows that position well.
Thank you, Justin, for reminding me.
I think there was a lot of frustration with her, so I kind of assumed that she might go. Another thing that's interesting is one of the twists of the season is if your loved one is voted out and you make it through the night, you do get an opportunity to go to Pandora's Island for an advantage. So both Naomi and Michelle were given that opportunity. Naomi took it, and she received double check, a hidden immunity idol. She did pick the box with the immunity idol in it.
Wow.
Great. Michelle actually declined the opportunity. So I think she didn't want to risk a disadvantage. It's one of the few times, I actually can't even remember if there's ever been a time where someone's declined an opportunity to open a box.
Whoa.
So I think she might feel like she's either in a good position and doesn't want to lose her vote or something like that, or I don't know. So she declined that opportunity. But if I had to make a gut guess right now, I think it's probably Mariah or Jesse that are going out of this group, which is a big shock to me. And then for Nero, this is probably the most interesting dynamic because you have three couples. So Alan and Katie are married. Alan played in seasons 3 and 4, and Katie played in season 5 with Trey. And they are both just really solid social strategic players. You kind of just get that vibe from them right away. And so I was really excited to have them come back as kind of a power couple. Brandon and Michael are cousins. Super fun guys, but they're newbies. So I was a little worried that, again, kind of the newbies would get targeted here. And then Jessica and Josh. Jessica's a former winner. And Josh played back in season 2 and hasn't played in this format where there's the week in between. Another is Jess, actually, to kind of get your strategy set. And Jess being a former winner, I think earlier in the week, she was kind of the target. I think Brandon and Michael were going to team up with Katie and Alan to go that way. And then over the course of the week, it seems like that might have shifted. I guess Michael and Josh formed a pretty strong bond in their first tribe. And they kind of have this cousin alliance going. So Josh and Jessica are cousins, as are Michael and Brandon. So they might all four of them stick together. I think they're called the Cuz Fuzz, if I remember from the confessional. And they may go after Katie and Alan, noting that they are both really good and big strategic threats. And Alan's pretty aware of it. He's pretty sure he's going to get some votes tonight. He sent a confessional earlier. I haven't been able to post yet. So he's feeling like he's going to get some votes. So it'll be really interesting to see kind of how that plays out, and kind of which way Brandon and Michael go, if they do swing to get out a former winner, or they go to get out one of these social threats, and kind of how Emma's immunity selection will affect the vote. So that's my quick little recap. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say before I jump. But lots in store tonight. We're actually going to reintroduce something that none of the three of you have ever seen before. I don't know if I want to spoil it early, but maybe I will. Should I? I don't know.
We like the surprises.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
You want the surprise? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to stick around until the end of the night then, because it's a big reveal. So end of the night should be really wild. So we'll see 5 people go tonight. Hopefully I can stay on time. And yeah, it should be really interesting to see how it all shakes out. But yeah, you have plenty of confessionals to watch if you'd like. YouTube blocked me from posting anymore right now, so
too much.
I guess you can only post a certain amount in 24 hours. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
And Rachel loves to send me like 12 10-second bites.
Aww.
Like, I don't know if she did that to you guys, but good lord.
You should
love her to death, but it's like,
so you can just
give me
upload
a
one
video. So yeah, I will certainly pop back on at the end of the night if you guys are still around and chatting.
Oh, we will be.
And then Hannah, Travis, they might pop on as well at some point. I don't know if you gave them the link, Will. Are you giving them the link to the YouTube?
Travis,
I can get them that link.
Okay, cool. If you can do that, that'd be one less thing on my plate, which would be great. Oh, Travis just got here. Thanks, Trav. You don't want to come on camera, though? You don't want to say hi?
There he is.
I was here. I was waiting for Will to let me in. But I've only been here 20 seconds.
Travis, you're the only one that knows the big reveal at the end, so don't tell anybody.
Oh my God, I would have forgot, honestly. Maybe I would have remembered and said something, so I won't say anything.
All right, don't say anything.
Perfect.
Great.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I think we're going to swing right to the confessionals. Thank you, Justin.
Will, I'll I'm going to do my very best to make sure I add you and move you to different tribal councils. I will do my very best.
I appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you guys soon.
Yeah.
All right. So how do we want to do this? We want to watch a bunch at once and then talk about them all collectively, or watch them and then watch one and then talk about it right after?
I don't know.
Maybe watch a couple and then discuss after a few.
Okay, let's do that then. All right, so here is Caleb after episode 1.
So I never thought I'd be a super good Survivor player, but I always thought I could be okay at it, decent. And after one night of online Survivor, I've concluded that I would be absolutely terrible. I'm way over my head. I'm in the Anantia tribe with Amanda, Emma, Michelle, Jesse, and Mariah. They're all trying to recruit me for votes. I had an early kind of connection and alliance with Amanda, so I'm sticking with her. We've brought in Emma and Michelle, I hope. Of course, it's Survivor. They could be lying. Jesse's trying to recruit me, Mariah as well. So the plan is for Amanda, Emma, Michelle, and myself to split votes on Jesse and Mariah in case they play an idol. Now, this is all really dangerous, of course, because they can then vote too, and we're hoping then we'll have the tiebreaker vote after that. So we're planning literally a 3-way tie. It's a terrible plan. Now, of course, if Jesse or Mariah get an idol, we're in all kinds of trouble because of that 3-way tie. But if we can get an idol, we could change our plan, assuming they won't have an idol, and put more votes on one of them, making the whole thing a little bit safer. Of course, if they recruit in, let's say, Michelle for another vote, then they could put on 3 on one person, and then Amanda, Emma, and myself would have a 2 and a 1 against them, meaning one of us goes home and probably the other 2 on the subsequent votes. So I've always watched Survivor thinking like Tribal's pretty easy most of the time. It's not. I'm totally paranoid and I have a whole week to wait. I have no idea what to do.
I feel like there's a lot to unload in that one.
Yeah, there was a lot of information. I'm not going to remember that if we could play another one.
Right. Did he say he hopes Mariah doesn't have an idol and she has an idol?
I'm trying to remember. I think he did. I don't know. Either way, man. That is a lot.
That was a lot. A 2-2-2 vote they're possibly planning on. That's wild.
Oh my word.
But if that was last Tuesday, that's completely changed. There's no way that
That's
lasted
true.
a whole week.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
Cool. Let's jump into Amanda's real quick.
It's cold. It just stopped raining out here in Fiji, and playing Pandora, and it's blood versus water, and it's nighttime, so I'm finally able to really discuss my thoughts. I'm in the new tribe. I survived one tribal council where an idol was played. Like, that was insane. It was crazy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's freezing. Justin didn't even give us a blanket. Like, he gave us a tarp, and we're all like cuddling up in it. But I'm in my space, so I'm out here. I'm gonna freeze. Oh my goodness! Like, I'm gonna first thing when I get $200, I'm gonna get that big blanket on Amazon. It's $100, so they can get money. Then I can get another one with the other $100, maybe one for Emma, if she doesn't blindside me, or that is. Anyway, I formed really good connections with the former people I played with. So Alan and his wife, and Matt and his sister. We formed great relationships, but I formed the best relationship probably with Caleb because he's a newbie, so it's really easy to convince him. And he's that's a pastor, so it works out. And his wife is like adorable and so sweet. So long story short, I have a good relationship. And then what's her name? Michelle. She's not a talker, so that's not going to work for her, but that's okay because she's with me because she told me that she had a chance to win something. She said she didn't win it, but I'm not so for sure, but I'm pretty sure she did it because I want to blindside Mariah because I know Mariah and she's a really tough player because I played with her in another org. I mean, in another Survivor season. And so long story. Oh, yeah, she's like cutthroat. So I told everyone except Jesse and Mariah. And they don't know. They don't know I'm going after them because everyone is keeping a secret because I'm like in control, which I don't want to do completely. But this is a really chill group of people, so I can do that right now. But then once we integrate back in, I'm going to go back on the down low. Right now, the plan is to keep Jesse as an ally and get rid of Mariah. And this is how I'm going to do that. I'm going to have it.
Oh, hold on. We got part two. We got part 2 right here.
Okay.
Sure. I have a good relationship. And then what's her name? Michelle. She's not a talker, so that's not going to work for her, but that's okay because she's with me because she told me that she had a chance to win something. She said she didn't win it, but I'm not so for sure, but I'm pretty sure she did it because I want to blindside Mariah because I know Mariah and she's a really tough player because I played with her in another org. I mean, in another Survivor season. And oh yeah, she's like cutthroat. So I told everyone except Jesse and Mariah, and they don't know. They don't know I'm going after them because everyone is keeping a secret because I'm like in control, which I don't want to do completely. But this is a really chill group of people, so I can do that right now. But then once we integrate back in, I'm gonna go back on the down low. Right now, the plan is to keep Jesse as an ally and get rid of Mariah, and this is how I'm gonna do that. I'm going to have it's gonna be a 2-1-3 vote. 3 on Mariah. So my vote, Caleb's vote, and Michelle's vote on Mariah. Emma's vote on Caleb,
and then Jesse and Mariah's vote on Michelle, because Jesse and Mariah are for sure, they want to get Michelle out because it doesn't have any consequences with any other allies because her partner's out. But I'm going to lie so Jesse doesn't flip out and think I betrayed him. I'll say that my vote was stolen because what's her name? Michelle opened the Pandora's box and won an advantage. I was like, oh, she want to steal a vote. She stole my vote. And so he'll believe me and he won't flip out thinking that he's in the minority because, Amanda just had her vote stolen. And Michelle won't get into, and I mean, the worst, Michelle's already on death row right now. I'm rescuing her from being voted out. So she shouldn't be upset about this plan, but I'll let her know. I already told her everything and she told me the secret. So hopefully we just need to sell it. And so I think this is pretty genius, so 1, 2, 3 vote, convince them that my vote was stolen. Oh no, sorry. Emma's going to convince them that her vote was stolen because Emma's not likely to lie as I am. Like I'm more of an erratic player, so they might not believe me as much as they would believe Emma. So we're going to say that Emma's vote was stolen. Hopefully that works. All right. My confessional is over. I'm going to go to sleep and bye.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. I love her. I'm so glad we get to see these and get to see a little bit more of the players. That was great. Great. Mike. I will say too, it's so funny that Michelle is Brendan's twin because it sounds like they're complete opposites of how they're playing. She's really quiet. She didn't take the Pandora option. I feel like when Brendan finds that out, he'll probably flip out. So I thought that was really funny that they're complete opposites.
Totally.
Oh man. Yeah, that's great. Also love the little setting up the scene for us,
She's fully
What's this
committed.
gonna do with her prize,
Right.
with her prize money?
Yes.
It's pretty great.
That was great.
Is she a
Alright.
previous winner?
No.
No. Okay.
She was on season 3. Cool. All right, well, let's move on to Michael.
On the strategy over at Nero. Basically, I am 100% in with Josh. I hope he believes that. I am 100% in with Brandon. I hope he believes that. Jess is not talking to many people at all, which is definitely putting a huge target on her back. It's making it very easy for Katie and Alan to pitch against Jess. So Brandon and I are in this situation where we either vote for Alan or we vote for Jess. And I really, really, really think that keeping Jess around is going to be more beneficial to our game. I'm just feeling that Katie and Alan are schmoozing us and making us feel good just to kind of side with them. And it just doesn't feel as genuine as I want it to. On the other hand, Brandon feels very confident with them, likes them a lot, feels they're very sociable. But that just makes me worried because they're also socializing with Josh. So that concerns me. That makes me feel like they're just doing it to make everybody feel good so that they can make the decision in the end. And as much as it's a lot of responsibility to be the decision maker in this, I want that power right now, because if I can keep that power in Brandon and me, and that we can vote together, I think that's going to lock us into a stronger alliance moving forward. I also think that Jess's relationships with people are much more genuine from their other seasons, whereas Katie and Alan are more kind of willing to jump and jive with different people, which I think makes a lot of people just not want to work with them, maybe. So I think Jess's loyalty, is very well known of people. I think that's what I'm kind of getting from. And Jess is less likely to venture out. Just the few things that we've dealt with right now, she has kind of been very aloof. And I think that's a good thing for Brandon and I, because we are not aloof players. And so if we can control Josh and Jess, and Jess isn't going to be the one that's skating around, and Josh is with me 100%. I think that's a better group to stick with than Katie and Alan, who may have other connections and might jump and jive with other people. So I feel good about sticking with Josh and Jess, voting off Alan. I don't think I'm going to change my mind. It's really just trying to get Brandon to feel confident in that decision. So I'll update when that happens.
Oh gosh. I don't know what I clicked on, but yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Oh, so what do we think of that?
He definitely seems very strategic. I think he has good ideas.
Agreed. I think that with that tribe being all the pairs, I think it's going to be really interesting with that first vote to see which way it ends up going. So that'll be an exciting tribal.
I like how he's going with this instinct instead of like what's easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna queue up a bunch of them rather than trying to switch it out every time. Yeah, we got some Leanne coming up. We love Leanne. All right, and we got some Rachel.
Okay.
And then we'll finish off with some Josh. Cool. All right, let's take a look at these.
Hi, Justin. Your games are so fun. This is already a blast. So, episode 1, I was like, oh my God, Trey's here. He stole my vote, and I got the whole troop, gang of people, to vote him out with an idol in his pocket. Yikes. What is it going to be like for our dynamic this game? We kind of had some small talk, and I was like, want to play nice this round? Like, your mom's pretty cool. Like, want to my vote, and I'll try not to vote you out with an idol. And he was like, haha, sounds good. Let's try this time. And I was like, okay. Don't know if that's fake or not. We'll see. I really like his mom. I was trying to get the vote off her because I think that actually I would like to work with her. So the plan was that since Alan knows Matt and I knew Marcy from like a very small period, we were like, okay, let's bond with them. When Alan was on the other tribe and I was with Matt, I was talking to Matt, and I really want to work with him. I just feel like he's really taking control, and I feel like if I work with him, my opinion might not matter as much as I want it to. I like when my opinion matters, and I feel like the first vote, even though I was giving my opinion, it wasn't really heard. I didn't want it to be Leanne. I agreed with it after I was really pushing for someone else. I forget who at this point, but then when I knew it was going to be Leanne, right away I messaged her because I had a feeling she could stay in the game, or that she could tell Trey right before she left or something. I messaged her saying, I'm hearing your name. And I don't know if that was her only tip off. Probably wasn't. She probably also heard it from Mariah. I think they're close, but I'm glad she's still in the game. And then I messaged her saying that. I would love to, Caleb. We had talked a lot. I want to work with Mike. Mike, so the plan for next time is start over.
Oh. Is that the only one? That might have been. It was the only one. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I just want to say, I love how she's not settling. You know, she's like, you know what? I'm not feeling this. You know what? I feel like Leanne should stay, and just constantly like fighting for what she wants rather than just accepting it. Mm-hmm. All about that energy.
Yep.
Cool. All right, we ready for this next one?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so that first night of Pandora was a little crazier than I thought it would be, and I actually kind of thought it would be crazy. Tribal, thought I'd made some really good and loyal friends in the 12 minutes I had to connect them. I did not. The vote went 9-1, and the person that cast the 1 was me, and fortunately, I had the idol, which I thank Trey for, because we had won a disadvantage and an idol, and he chose a disadvantage, which didn't hurt his tribe at all in the first, in the first whatever it's called, challenge, because they still beat us anyway, and he smoked me on the puzzle thing. But with the idol, I learned a lot of what happened. And so shortly after the vote, we got immunity in our much smaller group, which happened to include two other people that were in my tribe. And one of those was Matt. The other was Naomi. Matt specifically told me he had my back. I told him I'd be loyal and he could count on it. And he said, I've got your back. And then I found out Matt was kind of leading the charge to make sure I was the one voted, because in comments I got from other people about the vote afterward, they echoed the same language that Matt used with me. So I knew that language had to come from Matt. Matt, immediately after the vote, I got quite a few, as you can imagine, quite a few people saying, oh, we're so sorry, you're so nice, we didn't want to do it, it was a runaway train. That was the big echo language. It was a runaway train, blah, blah, blah. Well, I asked Matt beforehand if anyone was voting for me. And I said, who are you hearing? He goes, well, yeah, I am hearing you, and I'm also hearing Caleb. So Leanne takes note. Rachel's in our new tribe. If we go to tribal again, Rachel's going to know Caleb was on the block, and it was probably Matt that suggested her husband. Meanwhile,
part two coming right here.
If we go to tribal again, Rachel's going to know Caleb was on the block, and it was probably Matt that suggested her husband. Meanwhile, Naomi, I really like Naomi. And when she got voted out, she messaged me, or when I got voted out but didn't go out, she immediately messaged me to also say how sorry she was. But then she said, now that my dad's out, also you're my survivor mom. And I am going to be Naomi's survivor mom. I will not vote for Naomi. What happens? So quickly, because I'm now 3 minutes in and I don't like to be on the camera. Matt immediately messaged me and said, look, once we got to the new tribe, he said, we have a strong 4. And, we should stick together. We can get out of this fine as long as we stick together. I'm like, sure, we're in. And in the whole 6-person chat, Rachel's messaging me right now. In the whole 6-person chat, I said, yes, we have a strong 4, which was a doofus move. But then I realized really quickly that was not a doofus move. So now Rachel and Naomi know who the 4 are. And I think Rachel and Naomi know I'm going to stay true to them, because I will. Because I also like Caleb and I want him to get out of his next voting if they end up at tribal. So anyway, that's all. I'm sure I'll have more to think about and say and wished I had, but let's hope there's always next week. Bye.
Oh, I love that.
That was so sweet.
Man, love that she took the most of that situation that was pretty dire and is like, great, I have a whole plan now. I know who to trust. I know who I want gone. And that's awesome. Cool. All right. Well, let's check out Rachel.
Okay. So I just had a video chat with Trey and Leanne, and I tried to just what is this? Okay. It's still up. Okay, whatever. I tried to just kind of let them control the conversation. Leanne was super friendly and talkative. She did open up that she wanted to protect Naomi. And she also opened up about not trusting Matt. And, she said, of course, I don't want to go to tribal. I don't really want to say names yet or anything. She's like, but worst case scenario, if we did, I think I would want to go with Matt because he lied to me. Other people were honest that my name was coming up at our before tribal council, but he told me Caleb after he had said he would watch my back. So knowing that she does not trust him and that I kind of pushed that he's a previous winner, I feel a little bit better. I think they don't really have a reason to lie to me yet. The only a little bit of concern, they didn't want to commit to anything and they didn't want to say a name, but I understand that because you don't want a name to get out early come because then all chaos breaks loose. So I told them I would just kind of lay low like I have been this week, except for when I freaked out talking to Trey, and just see what happens. So I'll probably just check base with them on Tuesday unless like anything crazy comes up. So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. So I guess we're getting a lot of notes that a lot of people are watching out Matt about what was happening.
He's on the radar.
Dang. All right, let's check what Josh has to say, and then we will chat a little bit before we get started.
Night 1 is in the books. I'm still here, knock on wood. Hopefully I can stick around one more week. That was insanely fun. I forgot how fast-paced this game was. Right off the bat, everyone's talking, chatting, trying to come up with a name after our first immunity loss, and the name Leanne comes up, which she's awesome. No one wants to vote her out, but Trey seems like a real threat. People are threatened by him, so we'll take out his mom, weaken him a little bit. But I don't want to vote out Leanne, so I'm thinking of like other options, but no one's throwing out any names. So I'll go with the flow on the first vote. What do you know? She pulls out an idol. I'm shitting my pants. What the hell? I have like a 1 in 5 chance of going home. So that was scary. Fortunately, she didn't vote for me. Maybe it was that sports talk we had in the first few minutes of the game, just kind of bonding over something. So escaped the first tribal, but wishing I had just thrown my vote somewhere just in case this happened. So in future tribals, I might have to just throw a rogue vote and cover my ass in case I need it.
All right, so that is our confessionals. What do we think about all of that?
So good. What a great cast.
Yeah, this is a great cast.
Definitely. It's like very interesting to see more of their perspective and kind of hear what's going on behind the scenes, because we only see so much. Like last week, we barely got to see anything. So we were just kind of coming up with our own theories. So to kind of hear some of the explanations was really interesting.
Mm-hmm. I also think it's interesting that they're just talking about one name. Like during our season, I was thinking 3, 4, 5 votes ahead.
Yeah.
It goes so fast. You can't just go to the next vote.
Yeah, Justin said 5 people are getting eliminated today. So they're going to need more than one name.
Right. I think it'll be interesting too, because I know Leanne was talking about like she's close to Rachel, and so with this twist that they don't know about yet, I'm wondering if they'll maybe pile some votes on Caleb for their tribal, since Leanne mentioned wanting to work with them. So I definitely caught on to that. So we'll see if that actually happens. But yeah, it was nice getting like some insight from everybody, and we get to kind of see more people's personalities through those. So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Do we have any predictions? Who do we think's going? I mean, Mariah really didn't get anything. She's actually telling the truth there, so
it's true.
I could see Mariah going.
See her going. I could see. I know Alan was really scared, but I think he's going to be just fine. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't
see because both Matt and Alan talked to me today. I'm trying to remember I'm trying to look to see what they said to me.
Yeah, who did Mike say they were potentially going for? Was it Alan or someone different?
I don't remember.
Oh, so it might be Jess that's going home.
Jess,
she has an idol, doesn't she?
Hope, yeah. Or Michael.
I hope Mike doesn't go.
So, who has an idol right now? Which idols are in play? I think Jess has one.
I think that's the only one. I don't think there's more than that.
Well,
On that
Didn't
tribe
Leanne
or
get
the
one?
game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leanne has one.
And then he mentioned
Use
someone
it?
else.
Unless she got another one.
She got another one from the tree mail.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
And I think there might be a third one that was
Oh,
after
Naomi.
Naomi, yeah.
Because she went to Pandora.
So there's
Leanne
two
and
idols on that.
That's crazy.
tribe.
No
On
vote.
that tribe? Whoa.
Yeah, Leanne and Naomi.
But it sounds like Leanne doesn't want to vote for Naomi, so it might be okay.
Yeah. I wonder if they shared that with either of them. If they're that close.
I don't know. I definitely believe Leanne when she says she's not going to write down Naomi's name, though. So I wonder what's going to happen if that tribe goes to tribal tonight. Now Trey might have made himself a target with announcing to everyone that he has an advantage.
Yeah, why did he do that?
I have no clue.
Because he can't lie.
Well, he always tells me, he's like, I always play too hard. Like, I just need to relax. I'm like, yeah. But, well, now there's that other twist that Justin told us about, that Aima's going to be able to make someone immune. What was that twist that he was talking about before?
Yeah,
I meant
That tribal, are they going to get to listen and then vote as a tribe who they're going to save, but the tribe doesn't know who's safe?
Okay.
Oh, they don't know who's safe.
Yeah, he's going to reveal like a hidden immunity idol.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
And that's on both tribes?
Correct. That's what he said.
Oh, man.
A lot of twists this episode.
Right. Who do you think they would give it to on Nero?
Oh, man.
It's hard because it's a 3-3 split from the original tribe, so there's not even like a majority there. So
Yeah, maybe they'll listen and see who looks nervous, or maybe they'll go with someone they like that they connected in their first tribe.
I could see them giving it to Caleb on Anansia just to like not make Rachel mad.
Definitely.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think Brandon and Michael, if I remember, are the only newbies on Nero. So I don't know if they'll sway a decision their way to save one of them. And it'll be interesting too, because if they get to listen to tribal, it's like how much, like it would be tough to gain a lot of information from tribal.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's just like really out in the open about what they're doing. So yeah, that's going to be
ask some pointed questions.
Right.
Do we know who goes first?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think we do know.
Probably Anansia. They did terrible in that challenge.
Oh, poor Michelle.
It's true.
What were the challenges?
It started with a reward challenge.
Yep.
It was kind of like touchy subjects, but it was like most likely to, like, who are you most likely to align with? And then you had to pick someone based off first impressions.
Yeah, they came out hot with the challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the reward even? I forget. Did they have an advantage in the next challenge?
The advantage, yeah.
Yeah.
That they didn't use yet.
Oh, that's
right. Right. They were going to.
Or did someone end up using it, I think, at the last challenge, I think.
That might be gone now that there's 3 tribes. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like they used it. I remember there being something used. Or maybe it was a disadvantage that was used. I'm trying to remember.
I think they were going to use it, and then they went back on their word.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, because a disadvantage was played, and then they were going to use an advantage at the same time, so they decided not to play their advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. It was Trey had the disadvantage, right? For the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's how Leanne got the immunity idol.
And then what was the first immunity challenge?
Was that the buzzwords one, or was that the second one?
The second one was the buzzwords.
Okay, what was the first
one? The puzzle.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, everyone was
So
paired
makes it a
together
little
with a
bit
loved
different.
one. And then if the loved one beat the other loved one, but they went to tribal, they were immune. So there was like 3 people immune on Nero at the first tribal, which was interesting.
Oh, I love those kind of challenges.
Yeah, right. And then the Buzzwords won, which I brought back some memories for my very poor challenge performance in that one. But so I definitely felt for Michelle because we didn't get to see, who was it? We missed one, I think. I think we missed Amos, who ended up winning. But we got to watch the other 2. Yeah, it was tough. Poor Michelle. I don't know how, like, if she volunteered for that or anything, but it's always tough when you're put in that position.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Well, they're about to get started here. They're just chatting up. So we will tune in as we watch these tribal councils challenges. And yeah, Justin said that we're expecting 5 people to go home tonight. So
wow.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, guys. We'll see you after the break.
Y'all make it? I think everyone's here, no? Yes, everyone is here. So if you're not on camera, if you can pop on camera for me. Present the toilet paper. I'm ready. Do you see how there's toilet paper in the background here? Are you in the bathroom? On the can. Yourself to the toilet paper. No judgment. I think we lost someone, right? Someone. Oh no. Has disappeared. I'm trying to figure out who that might be. Everyone find your buddy. Find your buddy. Sorry if your buddy was voted off. I have 17 on camera, right? Am I crazy? 1, 2.
No, I see that too.
Let's see. I see Leanne. I see Marcy. I see Matt. I see Naomi. I see Rachel. I see Trey. Amanda. Caleb. Emma. Jesse.
Oh, Jesse left.
That's the one.
He got disconnected.
All right.
It says it's waiting.
It says it's waiting. Is that me? Am I waiting? No. There we go. All right. I think we've got everybody now. Jesse, if you just pop on camera for me. Of course, my roommate came home the minute we're about to start, so now the dogs are going crazy, as always. Awesome. Well, thank you all for being on time. 8:03 is not bad. Just a reminder, please make sure that you are not communicating with anybody outside of your tribe. I know there's a little confusion when people signed on. I did say that if you're in Zoom and you want to talk live on camera and where everybody can hear you, that's fine. As though we all just met at the beach to do a challenge or something, that's totally fine. Talk out loud. Just no private messaging of any kind with anybody that's not on your tribe. And for the rest of the episode tonight, please do not privately chat with your loved one if they are not on your tribe, which really only applies to a couple of you. So just keep that in mind. As we head into tribal councils, just a quick reminder on kind of where the tribes stand as of now.
Just a couple quick thoughts from me. I think it's really interesting. As I mentioned, 3 from each tribe ended up on each tribe, which is crazy. Just how evenly that's split up. And we have a lot of pairs together, which I think will make tonight's events and the rest of the game really, really interesting. So let the games begin. With that, we are going to head to tribal councils, both 3 and 4. Nero, you guys will be up first. So I will be pushing you guys into breakout rooms. Ama, as of right now, I need you to step back from your computer and put your hands up. So if you are on the Ama tribe, just kind of pull back so that and let me see your hands. You have to stay like that. You will be going to the tribal council and you will be observing. And there's no private chatting with anybody from here forward. So please, you don't have to keep your hands like that the whole time, but please make sure that you're not privately chatting with anybody while you observe the tribal council. Imagine you're on the jury side and you are watching, but no private chatting with each other, or I will also be monitoring your group chat. And then Ama will join Anantia for their tribal council as well. So Ama will be observing both tribal councils, but please just no private chatting of any kind. So I'll push you guys into your breakout rooms now for tribal councils. So Ama, you will be heading to a breakout room. So I just wanted to make that clear. All right, let me see. Oh Lord, let me see if I can do this. Here we go. Oh, I already screwed it up. Perfect. All right, you should have notification to join your breakout room. Please go there. All right, welcome. I'll turn on my camera for this part. Welcome to Tribal Council. Ama, just a reminder, please no private chatting of any kind through Tribal Council. You're just here to listen and to observe. Don't have to keep your hands where I can see them, but kind of do that. All right, so we're gonna get to Tribal Council. It's been a long time coming. We got a week. So I'm really curious to kind of see how the week went. I'll start with Mike. So Mike, do you think kind of how you thought things might go leaving last episodes and kind of how it may go tonight, how much has that differed kind of as the week has progressed?
I think just getting to know everybody has been really awesome. I think just like having conversations with the different people on the tribe. The fact that we're 3 pairs was really interesting to kind of navigate those conversations. But at the same time, I think that we all kind of knew that we were locked in with our partner. And so I think just like looking at that and seeing kind of how that played out, it really just came down to, who was the person that was kind of not part of that kind of clique.
All right, interesting. And Josh, from your perspective, when the tribes come together, do you think it's better to be with your loved one, or is that a little bit of a disadvantage because you are kind of seen as a pair and probably a 2-for-1 kind of situation?
I think you want to be with your loved one still, because you know you can trust them. Well, you'd think you can, at least 100%. So better to have them by your side. And if push comes to shove and one of you has to go, then so be it. But I keep them around.
All right. And Brandon, from your perspective, there are 4 returning players and just 2 newbies, you and Michael being the kind of the newer ones to the game. Did you feel like that it works for you, or does that work against you in this scenario?
A little bit of both, you know. I mean, I'm going in terrified, obviously, but you really just got to look at who you think the biggest threat is going forward. You're right; it's weird going 2-2-2 and figuring out where you fit. But yeah, I'm terrified of all these people.
Great, Jess. Has there been much talk about Pandora's Island and how that might impact the game moving forward, and what kind of advantages or things may be out there looming?
I have not discussed Pandora's with anyone. No one's discussed it with me. It's also been a crazy week, and I haven't had too much communication, which makes me a little bit nervous, but I'm just hoping.
Cool.
Nothing crazy.
Katie, from your perspective, how much has having your loved one with you, do you think that's impacted your game for the positive or for the negative?
I've thought a lot about this past week because blood versus water is crazy. And of course, your heart wants to be with your loved one. But rationally, I'm thinking to be with two other couples, yes, I want to be with my loved one because I don't want to be on the outs of that. But to be with three couples is really a challenge because how do you go about that and how do you navigate that? I think in a perfect world, I would have wanted to be separate from Alan and not with couples or with one couple. I think being in with three is difficult.
And Alan, how much do you think the vote tonight will be around challenge strength and keeping the tribe strong and thinking about strategically what's best for the tribe versus from a game perspective versus relationships and coupling? Do you think that kind of challenge strength and kind of value to the tribe for tonight's challenges is weighing into the vote at all?
You know, I think it's all kind of a mix. I think everyone is basing their vote off of getting themselves further in this game, whether that is both basing it off of a previous challenge or, you know, something like that. You know, if that comes into play, absolutely. But we're all looking to just make it one step further.
Gotcha. Is there anybody here that would admit openly, noting that Emma's in the room, that they feel vulnerable for this vote? Anybody willing to raise their hand and say, yeah, I'm feeling in the hot seat? All right, everyone, cool. So I'll just ask them. Mike, what makes you feel like you're in the hot seat tonight?
I think part of it is just like the friendly nature of the six of us, that like there's kind of just this piece of me that's like, I don't know everything. I think I do, but I don't. And so it's a little scary to kind of going into a tribal council feeling like you're good, but you shouldn't be. So I have to say, like, every time I feel good, it's not a good sign. So I don't feel good. It's not smart to feel good going into a tribal council.
Jess, how about for you? What makes you feel like a little bit in the hot seat?
Oh, like I said about the communication, I kind of feel like I haven't had that much of it. And I'm hoping that even without it, that I just have good feelings and that the people I have talked to feel good about it and that we will move forward together.
All right, Katie, for you? One or two words, just what makes you feel like in the hot seat? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry. You don't know until the votes are cast. So I'm hoping I've connected with people. I feel connected to people. I just hope people feel connected to me the same way. So can't wait to see the votes.
All right, Josh?
Yeah, I'm always worried. So it's like, I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Brandon, how about for you?
I mean, either way, with three pairs, you know, somebody's getting hurt tonight. So it just sucks, you know, but that's a game.
Alan, how about for you? What makes you feel in the hot seat tonight?
It's just tribal council. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, yeah, I'm feeling nervous.
That is a great segue. Anything can happen. So, Emma, you have 5 seconds to write me the name of a person you want to keep safe at tonight's tribal council. So, Emma, each one of you, the 6 of you, have to send me a name of who you want to keep safe during this tribal council. Privately message it to me on Facebook. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need them all, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Need 2 more. 2 more, quickly. And no communication with each other afterwards.
Do we
more
know
quickly. What'd you say?
Did we know that was happening? They're voting for us?
They're voting to keep one of you safe.
They're giving one of us immunity.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I just need one more. And no communication with each other after you do it. Okay. All right. So Ama Tribe just voted to keep somebody safe. This will act as a hidden immunity idol. So you will not know who they kept safe until after the votes have been read. I will then reveal who's been safe. Any votes cast for that person will not count. So with that being said, I need all of the Nero Tribe to now please cast your votes for the person that you would like to eliminate. And please do it as soon as possible.
Wow.
All right. Once the votes have been read, I'll ask the person to leave the Zoom immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, no idols in play. The Ama Tribe has decided to give Katie the immunity, so any votes for Katie will not count. First vote, Jessica. Next vote, Jessica. 2 votes, Jessica. Next vote, Alan. Alan. So you have 2 votes, Jessica, 2 votes, Alan, 2 votes left. Next vote, Alan. And the last vote is for Alan. Alan, I'm sorry, the tribe has spoken. You must now leave Pandora and Blood versus Water. Thank you so much. Ama Tribe, I'm going to move you over to the other breakout room. You will have the same responsibility. You'll have the same responsibility, but you are not able to communicate with each other. So please do not chat with each other. But just know you will have the same responsibility in the other room. Oh God, can I move you? Yes, I can. So I'm going to move you over there now. Please do not say anything when you move in there. And you guys, Nero,
I love you. I am fire in my belly for us. Love you.
And you guys feel free to chat as much as you would like. Oh. Oh no. There we go. Oh, what did I do?
That sucked. I'm sorry, Katie.
Sorry, Katie.
Well, this is our hut, and we worked really well, actually, but it's real rad.
It's our outhouse.
All right.
That's just the outhouse.
Welcome. So, Ama Tribe, make sure that you're keeping your hands where I can see them, or at least off the keyboards. No private messaging of any kind. You're here to observe. Anantia Tribe, I will keep this pretty quick because That one took longer than I expected. So I'll bounce around a little bit. I'm just curious if there's anybody that's willing to raise their hand and say that they feel vulnerable at this tribal council openly with everyone. Yeah. Of course, everyone's going to say it. All right, in a few words, just a few words, let me know why you feel vulnerable. We'll start with Emma.
Well, when do you not feel vulnerable? I mean, like, there's always, like, this is Survivor, this is a game, and you're always trying to figure out who's being truthful to you and who's really with you. So, of course, I'm going to feel vulnerable because you don't know who really you can trust.
Jesse, how about for you?
It's a small tribe. There's only 6 of us, so one of 6 is going to go home. So I definitely feel vulnerable.
Michelle, for you, what makes you feel vulnerable? Does that have anything to do with the fact that Brendan's out of the game, or do you think that's an advantage?
It is exactly that. I think it's really early in the game where it might be the easiest choice to pick me just because I have no ties. But I think, it could be advantageous as well, being a free agent and sort of seeing who needs help on their side.
All right, Amanda, how about for you?
I'm just scared. I tend to get really nervous before tribal. I'm just get really nervous. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just there's 6 people in this game right now. It's 6 people in this tribe. So it's kind of like basically if you get to the final 6, you know what I mean? Except it's not that. You're still in the tribe. So it's just, I'm really nervous.
Caleb, how about for you? Anything that makes you feel vulnerable?
Yeah, never played before. 6 people, not knowing really how to read people and not hearing from a lot of people for most of the week until the last couple of days. All those things, just scary.
And Mariah, how about for you?
Well, of course, like what Emma said, it is a game of Survivor and no one is ever safe. When you think you're safe, you're most likely going home. So always. So I'm not surprised everybody raised their hand thinking they were vulnerable because we all are, all of us.
Well, that is a great segue into what's about to happen. So the Ama tribe will have about 5 seconds to send me the name of someone they would like to keep safe for this tribal council. They can send me any name they like. They can't communicate with each other, so it's up to them who they want to keep safe. That person will be safe, but it will act as a hidden immunity idol. So you will not know who is kept safe until after the votes have been cast at tribal council. So they will be doing that now.
Sorry, I'm trying to find your contact.
No worries. No, sorry. It's just the people on the Ama tribe that want.
Oh, they're voting. Oh, okay.
Good try, though. Good try. Yeah. All right. So that has been secured. So I now need everybody to cast the vote of the person that they would like to vote out. So this is for the Anantia tribe. Please send me the name of the person that you would like to vote out of the game, and I'll be back. Make sure you send it privately over Facebook Messenger. Privately over Facebook Messenger, not on Zoom, not anywhere else.
All right. Once the votes have been read, I'll ask to leave the person to leave Zoom immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, no idols. Person
doesn't the person that they voted for get the idol? Like,
yes,
just
I was just about to say that. So the person,
oh, okay.
So the person that Emma decided to keep safe is Caleb. So any votes for Caleb will not count. All right. First vote, Michelle. Next vote, Mariah. Michelle. Mariah. 2 votes Mariah, 2 votes Michelle. Next vote, Jesse. 2 votes Mariah, 2 votes Michelle, 1 vote Jesse. The last vote is for Jesse. So we have a 3-way tie, 2-2-2. So because there are no past votes, those do not come into play in this scenario, and we will go to a revote. If the tie is not broken, then Jesse, Mariah, and Michelle will all be safe. Caleb will also be safe. And so Amanda and Emma will go to rocks only. All right, so just keep that in mind. I will give you guys a couple of minutes to strategize and try to break the tie, but please have your votes to me by 8:28. I'll give you like 2 or 3 minutes, all right?
Does Emma revote also for who to save?
They do not. Now that Caleb just keeps that safety. When you are ready to submit your second vote, please just write revote or second vote and put the name, just so I'm clear on your second vote, just so I'm clear on it. Thank you. All right, if you have not submitted your revote, please do so now.
You're only waiting for 3 votes, right?
I didn't clarify that people shouldn't revote if they're in the tie, but people did. So just waiting on a couple more, but we're good.
Okay.
All right. So I'll reread the votes. First vote, Michelle. Next vote, Mariah. Next vote, Michelle. Next vote, Mariah. 2 votes, Mariah. 2 votes, Michelle. Next vote, Mariah. And the final vote is for Mariah. Mariah, I'm sorry, you have been eliminated. Thank you so much for playing Pandora. The tribe has spoken, and we'll now close all the breakout rooms. Everyone else, please return to the main room. All right, everyone, we are back. I think we are at 16. So you guys are seeing the tribes for the new tribes for the first time. Alan voted out of Nero, and Mariah voted out of Anantia. So we lose 1 returnee and 1 new player. So we are still even as we head into the next round in terms of new players and returning players. Jesse, are you able to pop on camera?
I'm on camera. You see me?
Oh, now I can. There you go. It might be when you're chatting. I think it
can't
might
see
go up.
anybody.
That's okay.
Everybody's black screen.
Oh, it might be because you're on a phone. I don't know, but I can see you now. It might be just when you're chatting. It might turn your camera off. But as long as you're there, that's all that matters. Let me know if you can't. Can you see my screen, Jesse? Because that'll be important.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I can't see your screen either.
Yeah, I don't think your screen.
Should I try rejoining you?
Maybe I'm not screen sharing. Let's double check that. And let's go back one before I do that so I don't have any issues there. All right. Share that. So that. All right. Can you guys see slides now nice and big? Or the screen nice and big? Yes, yes, anyone? Great, thumbs up, cool. All right, so with that, we are heading into our next immunity challenge. It is called the Black Hole. This is a new challenge, so there's no advantages for anyone who is returning. If the tribes aren't even, you have to sit somebody out. So Ama, you will have to sit somebody out in this challenge, but keep in mind you cannot sit people out in back-to-back challenge, same person out in back-to-back challenges. So keep that in mind as we go through the night. There will be a board with 16 boxes, as you can see up in the right-hand corner here, all lettered, and then 5 tiles for each tribe. So each tribe will have colored tiles like that. So these are Ama's tiles, just as the example, but you'll each have 5 tiles. One at a time, you're going to place one of your numbered tiles in one of the spaces. So you'll say, I want to move number 4 to the N space, and you will claim that space. You'll have 30 seconds to do so, so you got to keep it pretty quick and tight. Ama, you are going to determine the order in which tribes will play. So keep in mind what order you'd like the tribes to go in. Once all the numbers have been placed, because there are 15 tiles, there'll be one that is left over, and that becomes the black hole. Any boxes that are directly touching the black hole will earn points for that tribe. In this case, points are bad. You do not want points touching the black hole. Whichever tribe has the most total points touching the black hole will lose and go to tribal council. The other 2 will be safe. In the event that 2 tribes have the same amount of points touching the black hole, those 2 tribes will go to a tiebreaker round, which will be a kind of a separate board, and just those 2 will play, but 1 tribe will be safe, whoever has the least from that first round. Does that make sense to everybody? you have any questions, please unmute and let me know now. All right, that sounds great. I love no questions. So I will set a timer for 30 seconds. Emma, I need somebody to unmute and let me know the order in which you would like people to go, teams to go. And I do need to know who is going to sit out for this challenge. Who's going to be the lucky person to tell me these things?
I'm going to sit out and we are going to go last. I just wanted to.
You're going to go last. Who's going to go first?
Oh, wait, hang on. Matt, I will let Matt give the order. Because I'm sitting out.
Matt, what's the plan?
I don't know. What was the last tribe that was at Tribal? I forget the names of the tribes. That was dumb.
Anantia was the last one. Nero was the first one.
Nero was first and Anantia.
Anantia, yep.
And what are we telling you now? Who goes first?
I just need to know the order in which the tribes will place their tiles. Yes.
What do you guys think about Anantia, then Nero, then us?
I think we want to go first, no?
I'm not sure.
I do need a decision.
Let's go first. Let's go first.
I think we should go first.
Okay.
Go first.
Emma will go first. Who is second?
Nero.
Nero.
Nero. And then Anantia will go third. Okay. So you guys will have roughly 30 seconds to place your tiles. You should be able to... Oh, now I stopped sharing. So I'll set the timer after you say it. Please just have one spokesperson unmuted to say your tile. So what I need is what tile you want. So I want 2 to move to this spot or 5 to move to this spot. All right. So Emma, your first 30 seconds starts right now unless you already know what you want. If everybody else could mute, that would be great. And just have one spokesperson unmute for giving answers. You have about 10 seconds.
We'll take P, please. Tile 1 to P.
Tile 1.
Numbers don't mean anything, right? They're just...
So these are points.
Oh.
So whatever is touching the black hole.
Oh, then we want 5 to P. I'm sorry.
All right. Hopefully that's clear to everybody. Whatever is touching the black hole, these are worth that amount of points. So the 5 is worth 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point.
So at the end, there's going to be one black hole, and you'll count up the number of points that touch it.
Correct.
And points are bad.
And we don't know where the black hole is right now.
I'm sorry?
We won't know where the black hole is until everything's filled.
Correct. Yeah. So whatever space is left over, there's 16 spaces, 15 tiles. Whatever the last tile is that doesn't have a space will become the black hole. Yep. All right, Nero, your 30 seconds starts now, unless you already know.
We will know in a couple seconds. We're gonna put our 5 on A.
5 on A. All right, Anantia, your 30 seconds starts now.
I'm going to go 5 on C.
5 on C. All right. Emma, your 30 seconds starts now. Got 5 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna go 4 on B.
4 on B. All right. Nero, your 30 seconds starts now.
We're gonna do 4 on F.
4 on F. All right, Anantia, your 30 seconds starts now.
We'll do 4 on N.
4 on N. Emma, your 30 seconds starts now. All right, your time is up. Emma, what word would you like?
3 on O.
3 on O. All right, Nero, your time just started. This timer is crazy timing.
We're going to do 3 on G.
3 on G. Anantia. Your time is started.
We're going to go 3 on K.
All right. Emma, your time has started. Rachel, I haven't been watching, but I hope you haven't been saying anything in the chat. Thank you. Got about 10 seconds. All right, time is up. Where would you like to go? Need your answer, please.
2D.
2 on D. All right. Nero, your time starts.
We're going to do 2 on
Time is up. Need your answer?
J.
2 on J. Anantia.
We will do 2 on E.
2 on E. All right. Last round, Emma. You only have 1 tile, so just let me know where you want.
Okay. 1M.
1 on M. All right, Nero.
1 on I.
1 on I. All right, Anantia. You decide.
It's 1 on L.
1 on L. All right, so H becomes the black hole, which means, Anantia, you have 6 points touching the black hole. So you will be going to tribal council. Nero, you have 4. Emma has 2. So Anantia, you will be heading to tribal council. Congratulations to Emma and Nero. You guys will have a few minutes to strategize, and I will push you into your breakout room. Other 2 tribes, you can stick here. And I'll be back.
I was so stressed out. So they're going to tribal.
I don't even know what just happened.
Nancy is going to tribal.
Okay, I got so stressed out that I missed like if it was.
I was so lost.
Wait, where the? Oh no, we're all in here. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Behind who got voted out of another tribe?
Which tribe?
Which tribe? The other one that had to go to tribal.
The second one, yeah.
Anantia, even? Yeah. Anantia, Mariah got voted out.
Mariah.
Oh, who got saved?
voted out? Who got voted out of Nero?
Alan.
Alan.
All right, Anantia, you should have received your breakout room. Please head over there. Everybody else, you can stay here. Oh, I got to put production there. All right.
This sucks.
Honestly.
Really does. It's always my tribe that has to go to all the tribal councils. It's like story of my life.
I knew when we were going last on that kind of game that it was not going to be good.
We are the tribe being targeted.
I was honestly hoping Ama would play it different on their one, because had they, then we could have gone against Nero, but I mean, we could have pushed, it could have been more points for Nero at the end.
Right. I think the strategy for that one might have been to spread out our blocks as much as possible. So like had we had something next to the black hole, it would have only been one box, and just hoped it wouldn't have been the 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that it would have ended up different, but yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't really understand it at first, but yeah.
Going last is... I was so happy when they said that we're going first on it. I was like pumped.
Yeah.
That when they first said like we're going first, I'm like, I can't believe they're giving us this advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your first one, your first 5 is a guaranteed. I mean, just put it on the end, which is what they're doing. And then they chose a 1, and I thought they just don't understand it.
Yeah. Huh.
I didn't understand the game. I thought it was you're putting cards down, trying to figure out which one's the black hole, kind of like, I don't know, like
Minesweeper.
Yeah, that's what I was
like Minesweeper. I thought it was like Minesweeper. So I was like, every time the thing would go out, I was like this, and then I'm like, none of us are getting it. That's crazy, you know.
That's why, like, the only advantage of going last was getting specifically to determine where the black hole was. But at that point, it didn't. We were screwed either way. But I would think that's the one. I would feel like going second is the worst. Anyway, now we know.
Nero could have ended up in a ton of hurt there, but Ama's placement really helped them the last 2.
All right, Justin, let's go. Let's just get it over with.
You guys hear the baby crying.
Oh no! And you're both playing. So what happened?
We have a babysitter, but it got actually all 3 were going at the same time. during our council, and that's why Rachel was off screen. I heard her in the hallway.
Oh, that's so funny.
Where's Justin?
I don't think.
All
so.
right.
He sleeps with the white noise on, and it's not on. So.
All right. Welcome back to Tribal Council Anantia. We'll keep this one pretty short and sweet as well, but I will go over to Jesse. I will ask Jesse a question. So Jesse, do you feel particularly vulnerable this Tribal Council, seeing as Mariah was voted out last round?
Yeah, because I don't know what happened. I have no idea.
So that was a shock for you?
Yeah, it was. It definitely was. That's not what I heard. I actually told people I would be willing to vote her out, but then people told me otherwise, that no, you don't have to. So I don't know. I didn't expect to get votes or see her go.
Michelle, how about for you? You received a couple votes as well. Do you feel vulnerable for this round?
I mean, absolutely. But clearly, last round was telling that as a tribe, we are not really all on the same page. But yeah, I'm a little scared for sure.
Caleb, how about for you? You got safety from Ama.
Yeah, they like me.
Do you feel as though maybe that paints a little bit more of a target on you? Kind of having that spotlight put on you that way?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't expect that. I thought that with couples in my wife's tribe as well, that she was on the bottom. So it just wasn't something I expected to get safety. And then I actually expected I was going to get votes last tribal on me. So that was surprising.
Amanda, how about for you? When you think about how you're going to vote this round, is it about kind of future challenges and who you think will be assets? Or is it more about relationships and kind of where you see the future of your game?
I mean, I don't know if any of us are real challenge based, obviously, because we keep losing. No, it's not over. No, it's not over. No, it's not almost time. Sorry, my sisters came and told me it's almost dinner time.
How many sisters do you have?
Challenge based. So I think this really depends on relationship, and that's what will really determine this vote. And maybe thinking if anyone has an idol, because we're in the game, where it's a real possibility that one of us or two of us or three of us have something. I don't know. I mean, you always like to scare us, so never know.
I do like to scare you. Emma, so has there been a lot of talk of Pandora's Island and advantages and idols and what could be out there, and how does that impact the way you vote?
Well, there's always talk floating around. You never know. Yeah, I'd say there has been talk, but nothing too, objective. So.
All right. With that, we will get to the vote. So you will vote privately to me, as you always have, the name of the person you'd like to vote out. Send it to me privately on Facebook Messenger, not on Zoom or anywhere else. Thank you. All right. Once the votes are read, I'll ask to leave the person leave Tribal Council area immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, no idol in play. First vote, Michelle. Next vote, Jesse. Next vote, Michelle. Next vote, Jesse. Got 2 votes, Jesse, 2 votes, Michelle, 1 vote left. The next person leaving Survivor Pandora is Jesse. Jesse, I'm sorry, the tribe has spoken. Thanks so much for playing. If everybody else can please return to the main breakout room.
Alan's outside smoking so much weed, like, ha ha ha, I'm free, I'm free.
I can send you some CBD dog treats.
Yeah. Poor Alan.
All right, I think we've got the Anantia tribe back, and Jesse has left the game.
Oh.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15. That sounds right? 5. Oh, I counted myself. 5, 5, 4. Yes. Or 6, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's right. 6, 5, 4. Yes, got it. All right, cool. We are moving on to the next immunity challenge. So I need everybody, please pause all tribe chats. No more communication in your tribe chats. Step back from your computer and put your hands up. So no more chatting of any kind. Hold on.
We can't see your screen if you're trying.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Every time I go into a breakout room, this happens. That's what's happening. Okay. So there's no more chatting of any kind. This challenge is called The More You Know. I'm going to ask you questions about other players in the game because it is important to know your enemy as well as you know yourself and your tribe mates. So no chatting with each other, no helping each other with anything. This is all stuff that you retained about your fellow players, either in the introduction section or getting to know them over the last week. Obviously, anybody that's not on your tribe, hopefully you took good notes in that intro section. Each tribe will put up 1 player to answer each round. So you'll say, this is who's answering this round, and I will ask the question. I will randomly draw a name out of a bag of who the question will be about. All the questions are predetermined. So I'm not making up questions. They've already been predetermined based on things people said in the intro. Again, these are for individual tribe members. No consulting, no helping. Hands up the whole time. If you took notes, you're not allowed to share them, etc., etc. Once I've read,
Are you allowed to look at them yourself?
you can look at them yourself, yes, as long as you're not sharing them. Once I've read the question, you'll type your answer into the main Zoom chat to everyone. So in the main Zoom chat, I'm going to put it here so you can see where I'm talking about.
Yes, I'm just going to go run and get my notes. Is that okay?
That's fine. Hurry.
Oh, man.
The first to answer the question correctly scores a point for their tribe. You can only answer once each round. So if no one gets it on their first try, so everybody gets to answer the question once, then no tribe gets the point. Everyone has to attempt and answer a question at least once before anybody can go a second time. If the tribes aren't even, then teammates may have to answer more than once. So Anantia, you obviously have less people, so you're going to have to cycle through your people more quickly. Ama, you have 6, so you'll have to cycle through your people less quickly. But everybody has to go at least once before anybody can go twice. After everybody's gone once, then it's up for grabs. First 2 tribes to win 3 points win immunity. The losers will go to tribal council. If one tribe or no tribes have received 3 points after all 20 questions are read, whichever teams have the most points will win. Oh, does anybody have any questions?
I think I have questions.
Yes.
So we're all answering every question, and
no,
or
so
one
each round, one person from each tribe will be up to answer. Right, so you'll put 3 people up. One person per tribe up at a time. I'll draw a name. I'll ask the question. Whoever of those 3 people submits an answer for
Okay.
that question. And then they all step back and 3 different people come up for your tribe to represent your tribe. So each round will be different people. Once again, there's no tribe chatting. I'm watching the tribe chats. No private chatting, please. Keep your hands where I can see. So, any other questions?
Sorry, so it's the first one to type of the 3 people to get it right. If you miss, there's no penalty. You just don't get the point.
Correct. You just don't get the point. And if you type fast, and it might hint to the other people the answers too, if they think it's between 2 things. So you just want to be careful about being confident in your answer. There will also be a 30-second time limit on each round, just in case. People need to think a long time, but just no consulting with anybody of any kind. Make it easy on me and just don't type unless you are answering.
Can you change the order after everyone goes?
Yes, after everyone has gone once, then anybody can go at any point.
So we're going at random order. So it's not like this person first and this person then first and this person first. And
Correct. As long as everybody goes once, then it doesn't matter what you do after that.
do we choose who's the spokesperson? Like, what if I talk at the same time as Emma talks and it's different answers?
No, you're not doing that. So it's 1 person per round per tribe. So we're going to do this right now. First round, who are the 3 people? I need 1 from each tribe. Who are they?
I'll go.
Josh, Amanda, Rachel. Josh, Amanda, and Rachel, you're the only 3 answering. The only caveat, as long as the question is not about one of you, that's the only thing that can't happen. So you guys will put an answer in the main Zoom chat where I wrote your question will be about Michelle. Your question will be about Michelle. So hopefully you got to know Michelle. Let me find that question. All right. What animal is the mascot to the university where Michelle went? Eagle is correct. Josh scores a point for Nero.
That was fast.
That's how it's going to work, guys. Okay, who's up next?
I'll go.
Leanne, Caleb, and Jess. All right. Michelle, that was right? That was the correct answer? I took notes very fast, and I'm like, God, I hope I don't mess any of this up. All right, your question is about Alan. Your question is about Alan. Jess, Caleb, and Leanne. Questions about Alan. Alan said he has 2 jobs. What were one of the 2? One of the 2 jobs. Wedding. Jess, I will take that. Although it's pretty brutal spelling, I will take it. That's 2 points for Nero. Wedding photographer was one of them. All right. Who is up next?
I'll go.
Katie, Marcy, and
I'll go.
Emma. Sorry, there. Katie, Marcy, Emma. All right. Katie, if you get this correct, Nero does win immunity. Just 3 points. Then we'll go to the other 2. Your question is about Mariah. Question is about Mariah. Put a line for Mariah. Where is she? What state is Mariah from? What state is Mariah from? Katie is correct with Texas. So Nero wins immunity. Congratulations. So now we're just between Emma and Anantia. You guys, neither of you have points. So total even playing field here. So I just need a representative now from Emma and Anantia.
Okay.
We got Naomi
and Michelle.
Naomi versus Michelle. Your question is about Jesse. Your question is about Jesse. For Jesse, how old is Jesse's daughter? How old? 7 is correct. Naomi scores a point for Emma. All right.
I'll go again.
Who is up next? Amanda.
I'll go.
And Trey. Amanda versus Trey. Your question is about David. Your question is about David.
Come on.
What state did David say he went to college in? What state? Neither are correct. I believe it was New York. Is that right, Naomi? That's the notes I took. Yeah, it was right.
I'm like, Callie.
No point there. All right, who's up next? Matt and Emma. Matt versus Emma. 1 point, and Nanti has 0. It was Matt, but Matt can't answer a question about himself, so we will redraw to keep it fair. It will be about Michael. Your question is about Michael. Emma versus Matt about Michael. Your question is, what grade did Michael say he teaches? What grade does Michael teach? Second is incorrect. I believe it is 6th. Is that correct, Michael? Yes.
I knew it. I knew it too. I was like, oh man.
All right, who is up next? Caleb.
Did everyone go?
I think everyone in Emma has gone at this point. Yep.
Yeah, we all went.
We're on our second round in Nantia.
Yep. So it's Caleb versus who? Marcy. Caleb versus Marcy. Oh, it was about Caleb. Can't be about Caleb. That would be too easy. It is about Amanda. It's about Amanda. Caleb versus Marcy on Amanda. How old did Amanda say she is? Marcy, correct, with 19. All right, Anantia, gotta get on the board here. Got to get on the board.
Hey, Justin.
Yes.
It shows Marcy first on yours.
It does, yeah. Unfortunately, I do have to.
Marcy first on mine too. I'll say
What I
that.
see on my
It
screen.
shows me first on mine. All right, never mind.
Because yours thinks you're special, but you're not special. No. All right. Emma, who's up to try to score you the last point here?
I could go.
Who's that? Naomi? Great. Who's up for Ananti? You got to get this one to stay on the board here. Michelle. Naomi versus Michelle.
Come on, Michelle, you can do it.
Rachel. The question is about Rachel.
God. Man.
And the question is, how many kids does Rachel have? Michelle in first with 3. That is correct. Keeps Anantia alive. All right. Who is up next? Emma.
I'll go.
Trey. Anantia.
I mean, it's technically my turn.
All right. Amanda.
Hopefully it's
Trey.
Emma. Fingers
Trey
crossed.
versus Amanda. Question. Nope. Again, Trey. How's that happening? All right. Question is about Marcy. Your question is about Marcy. All right. What company did Marcy say she works for? What company did Marcy say she works for? Microsoft is incorrect. Trey, you have about 15 seconds. No help from anybody else. No helping, no helping. McAfee, incorrect. It is Capital One. Capital One. All right, Anantia, you do stay alive. Who's up next?
I can go.
Leanne taking on Emma.
Oh, come on, Emma.
My turn.
Caleb.
It's my turn.
Caleb. All right. What did Caleb say he does for work? Leanne is correct with pastor. Congratulations, Emma. You win immunity.
Oh my goodness.
So Anantia, you guys are heading back to tribal council. I will send you guys into your breakout room, and I'll give you guys a few minutes. Emma and Nero, you have a few moments to take another break. And we'll be back shortly. Don't go too far. Also, I keep forgetting to do this. Congratulations, Emma and Nero. You guys are immune. We're going to head over to tribal council. So, Anantia, you guys should have received.
This is truly tragic. This is honestly, we're going to be remembered in this.
If you guys want to hop in here to talk for a quick bit and check up on all the tribal councils we've had so far.
Oh my gosh, there's so much going on.
I know. It's crazy, but oh man, it's been so fun so far. We had I can't believe it. We had the 2-2-2 vote. I cannot believe that of all things happened.
That was insane. That was so insane. But that was, who had mentioned that plan? Was it Amanda? Someone had mentioned that before.
It wasn't Amanda. I want to say it was the person we watched before Amanda. It was a guy that mentioned it.
I think it was Caleb.
Was it Caleb?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Amanda mentioned a 3-2-1 vote.
Yes, that's what she mentioned.
I mean, Amanda's having some bad luck tonight.
You hate to see it.
So I just thought of something. Maybe Amanda told Caleb to vote for Michelle in case Jesse had an idol. Or maybe Amanda or Emma voted for Michelle.
Right.
Maybe Caleb's actually on the in. I'm nervous. Caleb.
Yeah. I feel like it's got to be Michelle if they were willing to put an extra vote on her. But because I mean, at this point, I mean, Amanda and Emma aren't going to vote for each other. They're sisters.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it
It's worth
seems
a
like.
tie.
Oh yeah. Does anybody have previous votes? Well, Michelle does. Yeah.
And I think Emma has one, right? I think David voted for
from
Emma.
the first. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
From the first
But
tribal.
Michelle definitely has more.
Right.
Well, I guess it's like in Amanda and Emma's hands to decide who to go with.
Yeah.
Is Caleb a bigger threat because he still has his pair in the game and Michelle doesn't have Brendan in the game anymore?
That's possible. There's many ways to look at it where you could pin either of them as a threat. It's interesting because it seems like Amanda's really been in control, but it's becoming a very mute point because she's not going to have many people coming out of this.
Right. Yeah, I know I said it in the chat before. I kind of wanted to see Emma lose. I know that's weird to say just to kind of see where their dynamics are, but I mean, they're doing great tonight. So kudos to them.
It's got to be a swap now. It's got to be.
Yeah, so there would only be one more person getting voted out tonight, right? This is the fourth person?
He said 5 tonight.
Yes.
So this would be number 4, right?
Oh, so maybe not.
Yeah, he said 5. Didn't he?
Oh, man.
So there's at least one more tribal council.
Wow, only one swap in Justin's whole game. What's that?
He could still swap, and just the tribe that loses is just gonna not have a lot of time to figure out what the heck to do.
Oh man.
Oof.
And we
You
don't
could
know
definitely
one.
tell-
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say that you could definitely tell that Katie was blindsided after that first vote.
Yeah.
So I wonder how she recovers from that and where she goes from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope Emma loses because I think if Nero loses, it's an obvious Katie vote. And I think here, I mean, if both Amanda and Emma survive, it's going to be whoever is the last person.
Yeah.
So, come on, Emma, lose.
And I bet you Michelle's regretting not going to Pandora now.
Mhm.
I know that could be a game changer if she has some advantage and didn't turn it down.
Right. Always go to Pandora.
Yeah, I feel like the pros outweigh the cons there. But everyone plays different. Some people don't like to take bigger risks. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, it looks like we're about to go back in it. Oop.
Anyone but Caleb. Wait, can you guys hear it?
No. Or I can't.
I can't either.
Yeah, I can't.
Michelle, I'll go to you first. I think you were the only person to score a point for Nantia. Do you think that helps keep you safe at this tribal, or?
You know, I sure hope so. I like to think that aside from the taboo like game last week, I like to think that I've been all right in these challenges. And so I hope that I will be kept around for that sake so that we can avoid doing this again.
Caleb, how about for you? What's kind of determining your vote as you look at how you're going to vote next and what your strategy is?
I didn't think we'd be here. I mean, that's the truth. My hope was what's in front of you. It all went according to plan until now. I thought we could take ours and then hopefully switch out afterwards, go to a different merge or whatever, change buffs. So trying to figure it out as we speak. And I have no idea.
Heck, we're probably going to come out of this with a huge target on our back now, because then they're going to be like, oh, those are the people that survived all those tribal councils, and they must be really tight. So let's go after them first, because we're going to be low in numbers. We're not the other people. And then we're going to look like a target because we're the only ones that survived. So it's also really frustrating.
That's an interesting
point. They say we're terrible at challenges, and
yeah, we suck at challenges, and we're a clique. So I mean, we're not really a clique, but we bonded over this past week. Let's just say that, like, we were our own alliance. Like, the first thing I did when we got in this tribe was, I'm like, everyone, let's be in this alliance, and I really wanted to get to the merge with these people. And so, I mean, I know it's just one of us, but it's still sad because I want to go with all of them.
Emma, how about for you? Do you feel like, being a smaller tribe will make you guys targets, or is that a potential for one of those tribes to scoop you guys up as extra numbers to battle the other?
Well, I mean, like Caleb, I didn't even expect going into this. And just to think that we're going to be down to 3, that's just horrible to me because we were all in this alliance. So yeah, going into this, I think we will be I feel like numbers just to kind of pick off and come merge. So yeah, it's scary.
All right. So anybody have anything they want to say before we get to the vote?
Nothing.
I guess not. All right. So with that, please submit your votes to me privately as you have been. The name of the person you would like to vote out. All right. Once I read the votes, the person will be asked to leave the Zoom immediately. I didn't. Cool. Right? Yeah, cool. Sorry, distraction. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. With that, I will get to the vote. First vote, Emma. Next vote, Michelle. Next vote, Michelle. 2 votes, Michelle. 1 vote, Emma. The last vote is for Michelle. Michelle, this vote comes with an I'm so sorry,
Michelle. I did not want this to happen at all. I'm so sorry.
Thanks so much for playing, Michelle. The tribe has spoken.
Okay,
Everyone else.
I had a good time.
Bye, Michelle.
Return.
You're
awesome, Michelle.
You're awesome.
Sorry.
This was the worst vote out by far.
Wow, that was sad.
That was really sad.
Feel your pain.
All right, Nero and Ama tribes getting a look at the new Anantia tribe. Michelle voted out at the last tribal council.
Bring this back up in here.
Hold, please.
There we go.
Rachel's doing some sort of happy dance right now in her head.
We're down to 14 people, right?
Yes. I thought.
Yes, that sounds right. Yep, perfect. All right. Get those rolls of toilet paper ready. Oh, I keep doing this. Come on, Zoom. Help me out here. We are heading to our next immunity challenge. And it is called, if I can get there, here we go. The power of toilet paper. So you're going to place a roll of toilet paper on a clenched fist and extend your arm straight in the air. So you're going to step back from your camera. You're going to hold this up above your head, locking your elbow. And you're going to stay there for as long as you can. Up over your head with a locked elbow. And you can't rest your arm on your head. If your toilet paper falls, you are out. Once you are set in the air, you cannot touch your arm or the toilet paper. If you do, you will be out. At regular intervals of time, we will adjust your position to make it a little bit more difficult. First tribe to lose all of your members will go to tribal council, and the other two will be safe. So because Ananti only has 3 players, each tribe needs to only pick 3 players to compete in this challenge. Hopefully you didn't run out to buy toilet paper for this and then not participate. Hopefully you just had it. But I do need you to pick 3 players to represent your tribe. Anantia, obviously you have to use all of your players. But each tribe needs to pick 3 players. I'll give you a minute or so to do that. While you're getting ready, you just need to make sure that I can see you standing up with your toilet paper, see you in full view. So just kind of orient your camera as best you can to somewhere where I can see you and your toilet paper if you are participating. All right.
Can I go to the restroom?
You do need to be standing. You cannot be sitting.
Can I go to the restroom first?
Yep, you gotta hurry.
Is it like this, Justin?
Did you say we had to stand?
And it will be up over your head, locked
So
elbow.
it'll be this, but over my head?
Correct. Yep.
Elbow straight or bent?
Straight. Locked elbow straight. Up over your head. I will.
Did you say if it mattered whether we were standing or sitting?
You do have to be standing. Yes.
Okay, all right. I don't know if you'll be able to see me.
So I'm going to try
My walls are like planted, so I'll hit my head a couple times.
Yeah.
Can you go way back in the room, Emma? Like way
I'm too
back.
tall to play this one.
Yeah, like way back there is just fine. I need to be able to
Okay,
see
cool.
you and the toilet paper. Can you put your toilet paper up? Let me see what it looked like. Yep, that's good. So once again, just everybody look at me. You want to clench your fist like this, put the toilet paper on top of the fist, and then you raise it up. Okay? Clench fist, toilet paper, raise up.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so who are the 3? Yes?
Do that again.
So you will clench your fist. Here, let me
Hold on, that she says, yeah.
You tuck your thumb inside.
do my...
I'm doing an endurance challenge, okay?
You tuck your thumb inside.
Justin, can you see me?
Okay.
Can you see me, Justin?
You'd hold it above your head? Like this?
Oh, we can't hear you, Justin.
Oh, we're balancing it on our fists, guys. No holes.
Oh, on our fist. I thought we had a, okay.
Like this.
Awesome. I once did a challenge where you had to squat and your hands were like this. It lasted for over an hour, like 2 hours. I didn't go.
My challenge, you had to hold an egg on your index finger, and it went like 2 hours.
Okay, can you all hear me now?
It's awful.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody look at me. You got to hold your fist like this. Make sure your thumb is in front of your fingers. So there's no like putting your thumb inside or anything like that. Okay. It's got to be like this, Rachel. Can't be like this. It's got to be like this. Rachel, do you see my head? It's got to be like this forward. So your fist is forward. So your toilet paper is resting on top of your fingers, not on top of your fingers. Okay. And if you are participating, I can't see your toilet paper.
Oh, I'll do it.
No, Rachel.
Yes. Like this on your.
Your hand has to be facing the camera.
Uh-huh.
Toilet paper on top of your fingers. Up there. There you go.
Okay.
Everybody got that? Oh, this got more complicated than I expected. All right.
Like this? Is it over?
Who's asking? No.
Is it over? But like, is it starting soon?
It is starting soon, yes. Amanda, yes, like that. Correct. But I need you back far enough that I can see your toilet paper in full view. Once you put it all the way up. Matt, that'll be good. So I've got Matt. Who's competing for Emma? Matt?
Trey.
Trey.
Oh, Trey. Matt, Trey. And who?
Naomi.
Yeah.
Matt, Trey, and Naomi.
It doesn't matter because I sat out last time, right? It's kind of more because of.
Rachel does, no. As long as you didn't set out last challenge, which nobody would have because it was all questions. Everybody answered questions.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Technically the last challenge. Matt, Trey, Naomi for Emma.
Wait, what has to be in the view? The whole.
Just your upper torso and the toilet paper.
Your torso.
So if you're not participating, if you can turn off your camera, that would be helpful just to mitigate the chaos.
How much above your head does that have to be?
All the way. You have to lock your elbow.
Oh man. Okay.
Got to be like that. Yep.
And do we need
Oh no,
anything, or we don't need to talk?
not looking good for Nancy.
Your volume on. That'd be good. So for Nero, I have Katie. It looks like participating. Who else?
Brandon and Jess is participating.
And Jess. And then Anantia.
Has it started yet?
It has not started yet.
No, keep your hand down.
Okay. So if you are not participating, so Mike, if you can turn off your camera, Josh, if you can turn off your camera, that would be helpful. Then I can just focus on the people that are participating. Great. So for those of you who are participating, everybody look at the camera for a second. I want to make sure we're all clear on this. You're going to put your fist like this. So your fingers are facing the camera. Okay. And you're going to put your toilet paper on top of your fingers. Okay. Like that. So your fingers, kind of your wrist, your forearm is all facing the camera. Toilet paper on top of the fingers. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So Jess looks good. Matt looks good. Brandon looks good. Trey looks good. Katie looks good. Amanda. That's good. Make sure that your fingers are not up inside the toilet paper. So Amanda, you just got to get to a point where I can see that toilet paper. That's all. So you just gotta
you have to see the toilet paper. Okay.
Yeah, so either angle your camera up.
Like this? How's this?
Perfect. Yep. All right. Emma, that should be fine. Caleb, can you just put yours up? Make sure I can see it for a second. Caleb, it won't count. Yep, good. All right, I think we're all good. Make sure you don't have any fingers inside the little hole. No cheating of any kind. Naomi, if you can control that paper somehow, that would be good. Either cut it off or something. I don't know. Got wild paper going. There you go. Perfect. All right. So I will give you guys about 10-second countdown to get set up, and then we will start. All right. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure your arms up. Emma, I need it up over your head, please. Up more. There you go. Make sure your arm is not touching your head in any way. And you keep your elbow locked. So Katie, you need a little bit straighter arm. There you go. I won't get too finicky about the locked elbow, because if you move around too much, the toilet paper will likely fall. All right, so we are going to be in this position for a certain amount of time. Emma, make sure your arm is up, please.
Make sure your elbow's locked in like this. Like your
Yep, you got to have it all the way up above your head. There you go.
Tonight's moving really quickly.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
My sister's at the door right
Already
now.
at 14 people.
I had touched my arm for a moment. Is that eliminated?
Okay, yeah, I'm not, just as long as it's not resting, as long as your arm is not
Okay,
resting on it, that's okay.
I know I forgot for a moment. I was like, oh yeah, but no.
Just make sure you don't touch your arm with the other hand, don't hold it up.
Okay, no. Okay, sounds good.
And Nantia has a lot on the line.
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, everyone wants me.
Dad!
Yeah.
Well, I should have heard. Sorry, guys. Like, our family. Dad would.
I love this dynamic so much.
This is the best.
Music player.
I
in my
also
ear,
love just
and
how
just
Jessica is
zone out.
just like you can see. Maybe
Try you're not holding yours against the ceiling, right?
family member.
No, I'm not.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's close, but I'm deliberately not doing that.
How tall are you, Dre?
I'm 6 foot, but my arms are 6'4", so there's a bit of a discrepancy there.
You could touch the ceiling, I think, right?
Yeah, I can just kind of graze it by going on my.
Amanda, stop talking and pay attention. You need this win.
I know.
I regret like never doing any arm exercise because my arm's already tired. But
focus.
She's trying to be like Christian Hibiki.
Don't say that you're tired.
Focus.
Fun fact: there's not a single place in my house where I can do this.
Or something.
I can touch all the ceilings in my house.
you can do it, Emma.
Actually, technically,
I
there's a
believe in you.
stairwell. I can
You
do it in the
do.
stairwell. That would be really weird to try to put on camera, though.
Oh no, Amanda, no.
Amanda's slowly unraveling on her. It's really funny.
Does anyone have any fun stories they'd like to share?
Oh man,
Emma, pay attention.
Bill Belichick. That's a good one.
To try all.
Justin, can I talk?
Tom Brady's killing it.
Tom Brady's killing it. Yeah.
Beckham killing it.
did he say no? You
Go
can't
Bucks.
talk.
The Pats suck.
Like
Matt's elbow looks like it's starting to bend a little bit.
Trey.
Oh, Trey.
Emma down to 2 people left.
Caleb, stay strong.
do it.
It touched the ceiling.
Oh, that's very nice and honest.
The
of you.
ceiling
Good job.
knocked it off of. No, it knocked it off of my hand.
Oh, I thought you were being honest. I'm like, I mean, I don't know you to be honest,
I
but
was adjusting, and the ceiling got in the way.
Jeez.
I don't have that problem.
Amanda.
oh my word, I keep shaking.
Yeah, it's 'cause you're talking.
Amanda, start to focus.
Whose hands are sweating right now?
Yeah.
TMI.
I wish Caleb wasn't on mute to yell at her.
Caleb looks solid. I think he could
Yeah.
stand this.
Yeah, he does. Oh no.
Oh, and there goes
Nantia
Amanda.
down to 2.
I mean, Caleb knows
Hannah?
he needs to win this to
Yeah.
stay in.
I mean, honestly, if I was Amanda or Emma, I'd vote out my partner because
And just make sure you're up a little higher.
Caleb can get the connection from Rachel. If you're just a duo, you're screwed.
You can.
Justin, is there only one winner, one team?
2 winners. So first person to lose all 3. First team,
Oh,
sorry,
come
first
on,
tribe
Caleb.
to lose
You
all
just don't-
3.
You just need to not be last.
Still in all 3.
Nero,
I think
all 3 people.
Hannah's on the stream right now. She said that she could jump in if there's.
Job, Nero.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, cool.
I don't like tribal council.
Oh. Here.
Yeah, not neither. I've been there 3 times today.
Amanda, if you can turn off your camera.
Thanks, John. Looking out for me.
No problem. No problem.
Hannah, can tell Caleb in the other room to stay strong.
I could just go up to the door. You got this.
I can't feel my arm, but I'm doing fine. How about you?
Are we surprised that Amanda was talking too much and that's why she dropped?
Not really, but
Like
you're
I kept
still
my
telling her
arm.
to stop
It's
anyways.
okay.
I just want them to win so bad.
Is that
Is this me or does Matt's arm look a little bent?
very well. Just make sure it's nice and high.
Matt's arm looks a little
Oh,
bent.
you know what?
I don't want to distract you, Emma, but if
This
you can
would
take a step to
be-
your right, that would be helpful.
5
No.
people after this tribal,
Yeah.
right?
Emma, if you can take a step to your right, if you
No,
can.
don't
So that
make me
means,
move.
that means there's probably a
That's
swap
better,
after
thank you.
this.
Don't influence the game like that.
And they're going to end the game with end the night with a swap, so that way the people can be
Jess,
familiar
your
with the
arm is bending a
tribes.
little. Yeah, Brandon, a little bend.
I'm also close to the ceiling, so I'm trying to avoid it.
Yeah, I
while
see that.
using the shadow is great.
Matt's bending.
Justin, can you tell us how many minutes this position is?
I did not tell
Jessica's
you,
looking
but we
real
are coming
strong.
up on our first transition.
Well, but she's weird a lot. Oh my gosh.
Which means a break, right?
Nope.
Oh,
It looks solid.
So do their arms have to be straight up?
Transition. I'll give you guys 30 seconds, and what you need to do you can't see that, from this position, you need to lower so that your elbow makes an L, so you have an L shape. Like
It seems easier.
I can't see you.
Okay, we're doing that now.
Yep. So at any point, feel free to transition.
Oh,
There's a live.
Oh, Matt dropped.
Matt dropped.
Aim it down.
Can you verbally describe
Oh.
again what I'm gonna do? Because I can't see.
Just make an L with your elbow, so you can just bend your elbow, and that position right there. Yep.
Yes.
Stay strong, Emma.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a live transition. I think everybody's there though. So I think
Naomi, drop Naomi.
Katie, can you just take a step back for me if you can?
We see it unraveling, Naomi. Drop.
All right. We will hold here. Keep that.
Only one person left from Ima.
Katie's also looking really strong.
Anyone want to sing show tunes?
I say she
Let's go, tunes.
Out down the street, I hear people say, anyone?
Emma.
Emma's arm is dropping.
We were singing. One more time.
Okay, take or leave it.
Caleb is probably losing his mind.
Duet.
Huh?
Duet.
All right. Only if I can be Maureen.
You got
Yeah. I look good in tight leather pants.
it. I'm sure.
I don't. I'm lying.
What's going on here?
Make sure your arms up a little bit, so make
Is
it
Emma 16?
a little to a V.
I think she is. Or so.
Oh, Naomi. Come on.
So Naomi with her unraveling toilet paper. Nino's got 3 and Anantia's got 2.
Also, hi Megs. I don't know if I've
Not a great time to say I got
about you or anything, but I know who you are. So
Same.
I was about to say welcome to this side of
Yes. So we've got Naomi.
Pandora. This is what we were doing last season, watching you guys.
And Jess, Brandon, and Katie all in for Nero.
Hannah, we were saying that it'd be interesting for Ima to go to tribal council because they haven't had to vote anyone out yet.
Wow.
The shade.
And we know Leanne would be fine, so it's like okay.
There's
it's true.
tribal winners. So once one tribe, all people are gone, the other 2 will win immunity.
Look at Marcy's Zoom picture. That is so cute.
Who's?
Marcy?
Oh, yeah.
I need that for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Justin, you're evil. You're evil man.
I know.
Come on.
I can't watch this anymore.
Doggy.
Like that?
Oh,
Expedition?
Naomi, oh my gosh.
Oh.
Katie.
Ideas.
Katie's
Partner with the devil in this challenge, man.
Caleb, stop shaking.
Yeah, Caleb, you got this.
Is there going to be another transition after this?
Yeah, what could the next transition be?
Maybe?
Back up?
Maybe? What else could they do? Maybe
Straight
can we
out?
do it even lower? Or maybe like move it to the front, like to the front of their chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight out.
Ooh, I didn't tell you guys. Rachel sent me a couple of her confessionals that she did just before the first tribal, and she was feeling good with Naomi, but then she figured out that Naomi and Leanne are really close, and that Leanne would always pick Naomi over her, and so she's really nervous about trying to have an alliance with them.
That's not
Can you
good.
tell her that? I mean, like, you know, like,
About 12 minutes.
did Leanne or Naomi say that?
I don't know. I don't know if her confessional said that. I didn't ask
Well,
her.
that's what Leanne said in her confessional that she would never vote for Or vote for Naomi.
But Rachel knows that now. I don't know who told her.
Naomi, she's rock solid.
I think Naomi said that she felt really good with Leanne.
Does anyone want to
dangerous information for Rachel.
Oh, mother.
Brand out for Nero. You can turn your
Sorry, guys.
Who's the first one to drop from Nero?
down to 2 for Nero, 2 for Anantia. Naomi's still holding up for
What
Ema.
if Nero just like lost all of a sudden out of nowhere?
Come on, Naomi.
Right.
Just throw
Wait,
it.
how many got Ema?
1.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Emma, stop rocking. What are you doing? Focus.
That's not Emma. That's wait.
Well, they're all
Jess is-
rocking.
Jess is moving a lot too.
Justin. Justin's sleeping.
He's like, okay, I'm ready for this to be over.
Justin's moving in time with Jessica.
They're like a pendulum.
Oh my gosh, he is. What's Caleb doing? Why is
Caleb?
Caleb moving?
No,
Oh, he's getting
Caleb.
water.
Oh! For Anantia.
Caleb,
Why did he get water?
Yeah.
He went for water?
Yeah. Hannah, you have every right to yell at him from me.
Travis is disappointed. No.
So we need Emma to win this.
I
Oh,
can't
Or
Representing.
Naomi, you're safe. You're good. Just do it.
right.
I don't see Jessica dropping.
No.
All right. We're moving to the next transition.
I can't
That's
watch
just
this.
moving a lot.
We're going to raise your arm up back to the original position.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
It is a live transition. If it falls, you are out.
Oh,
Jessica.
You have
voice.
7 seconds to do so. Some folks have already made the transition.
Emma.
Jess, if you can, I just need to do when you're ready to take a step.
Emma.
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 Oh man, I think is it better if you look at it or you don't look at it?
I would look at it.
Yeah.
I think so.
It doesn't look like anyone is, though, are they?
No.
It would hurt your neck eventually.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So don't listen to my.
Before the game started, Rachel was in the kitchen. She had the toilet paper on her knee, like you guys had to do last season. She was like practicing. She was like looking at her watch. She was like, "Okay, good." I bet he's not doing
Your
it
arms
again.
up a little bit more, please. Kind of right in line with your head. Perfect.
Oh god. Naomi has looked solid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
just
Jessica.
dropped.
One per tribe.
Oh my
gosh.
Drop. Well, there. Tribal Council.
Emma, pull this out, girl.
I'm so nervous.
See, the thing is, Katie knows she's a goner if she loses.
Yeah.
Right.
The suspense.
We're rooting for you too. We just want Emma to go to tribal.
3.
I mean, I would love if Nero lost, honestly.
You would love to see Katie go. Is that what you're saying?
No, I like Rachel and Caleb too much to the possibility of them going.
Oh,
I think
Rachel
Matt,
is safe.
Matt would be in trouble if I'm
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Naomi
Yeah,
drop with that hanging toilet paper.
Right.
Oh,
Video cut.
Okay, sorry. It went.
Oh.
no.
Try not to drop.
Everybody pause for a second. You guys can take a.
Oh, she still has it.
Oh, no. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Somehow. All right.
Emma.
I'll say the chat is back on.
How did her
I mean,
I think she's on her
How'd the
phone.
video turn off?
I think she's on her phone. Maybe the camera locked or the
Yeah,
screen locked.
her video is vertical.
oh my gosh.
This is insane.
I love how it came down to a perfect 1-1-1.
Right.
The drama.
Caleb better be sweet talking Amanda during this whole thing.
Yeah.
Trying to make something happen just in case.
Vote out your sister, because then you
Yeah.
can get the Rachel connections.
Right.
Come on, Amanda.
Ooh, Emma, watch. Oh, watch. She's kind of like going too far to the side sometimes. Making
Her
me
arm
nervous.
is, yeah, it looks like her arm is starting to get tired.
Oh man.
Just rested on that slanted ceiling.
Where is Naomi?
Is that a
Looks like
bathroom?
bathroom? A nice bathroom.
Yeah, for real.
Living it up. Anything dramatic happen at tribal councils that I missed?
Not really.
I'll go back.
It was sad when they voted Michelle out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know who went that last one. Wow. Michelle is that Brandon's sister?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, I was hoping for the Natalie Nadia comeback of it all.
Yeah, that would have been great. And she gave up a chance to go to Pandora. She should have went.
That surprised me.
Same.
What's that?
Who's talking in the background?
Sorry, that's my dad.
Oh. I thought it was a player, like on a call with someone else, and I was like, oh gosh.
So that happened once when I played when I was part of production for a mini, and I ended up telling the person that they weren't on mute. I couldn't handle that they were on call and everybody could hear it.
Oh my gosh.
I let it last for like a minute, and I was like,
Want to make sure everyone's clear. Please do not start it until I say so.
Wait, was that the Anthony mini, Hannah?
yeah.
Exactly.
Who was it?
Fist
Bree.
with your other hand.
Bree was on call with
And
Brandon.
unclench your fist at any moment. And you need to transition the toilet paper. Wait till I say go to the other fist and do it in the exact same position. So your fist is clenched the entire time. You can't use your fingers in any way. In fact, you've got to. You can't see me. I don't know if you can see my camera, but you've got to put your thumb inside, wrap it. Okay, so that's the fist you've got to make. Put your thumb inside and wrap it so there's no fingers grabbing in the toilet paper anyway. Transition the toilet paper from one hand to the other and put it up in the exact position. It is a live transition.
You gotta wait till they do it. Don't do it.
But I feel like
Take
the way
your
to
time.
do it, right, is to put the other arm on
But
top.
the first person to drop,
do it like this,
Yeah,
and then
your fist
do that.
stays. You can
Not
bend
like
your arm
try
as
to
much as you
shimmy
like.
it over
Your
to
minute
the
starts
other.
now.
Emma, don't rush this.
Emma's doing it the right way.
Yes, Emma.
You can do it. As long as your fist.
Oh, Naomi's not.
Emma, your hand can't unclasp, so you can't do that. So you can't grasp your fingers to do it.
Wait, what?
Redo it.
Hand?
What?
She didn't unclench, did she?
I didn't see that.
I didn't let go. I didn't unclench my left hand.
You didn't transition?
No. She didn't.
Somebody message him.
Message him, Will.
I did this, but that's it.
Katie dropped.
Okay. We're going to go back. We're going to try that transition again.
No. No.
What?
So, Naomi, if you can put it back up in the hand it was in before, please.
We watched it right.
You won't be penalized. So
She's kind of far away, but I don't know.
Yep. Just get it back up in that original position with your hands. Oops.
Justin, we can't have our thumb out like it was before.
Correct. Your thumb has to be underneath. After you do the transition, you got to make sure that you do not touch it with your other hand anyway. You basically have to.
William, should he message?
You can do this if you want.
That's what you did.
But you can't unclasp this hand in any way in the transition. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. Gotta look closer. All right. So I'm going to restart that minute. All right.
Katie just got to reset her arm.
Starts now. Feel free to make the transition.
No, they're all using the way that Emma did.
Your hands clenched the whole time. You cannot touch the toilet paper in any other way.
Like rip off the extra stuff with my mouth or something.
You can use your mouth if you need to, yes, to rip that off if you.
Of course, it's really little on my screen. Maybe I didn't see it.
Clench and then pull it away. Once you pull it away, make
But I
sure you
feel like
don't
it has to
touch
be
it
the same
again.
For Justin, though.
That didn't really work.
Okay, Naomi hasn't made the transition.
Yeah, well, how much time do they have?
All right, Emma's up. Katie's up.
Oh, she just got to go for it. She's making
Fighting
it hard
the toilet paper off.
That's
I
not
don't
the
think
other
it's
hand.
gonna help.
Wait, how much time does she have?
Yeah, this is a long
It's a
transition.
minute.
No fingers
It's a minute
inside holes. Got to
transition.
stay completely clenched.
Maybe it's 1 minute.
Oh,
Okay, thank God.
dropped. Naomi just got to make the transition.
I think Emma should be safe.
As long as Naomi makes the transition, and she has. All right. So, I know a little bit of a funky one, but Emma, Anantia, congratulations. Sorry for a little glitchy there. I wanted to make sure the instructions were clear.
Okay.
Nero,
The same thing happened.
you will head to tribal council. I'll give you guys a
Tell them they can put their arms down.
Emma, Anantia, you got
They're still going.
congratulations.
There you go, Emma.
Good job, Emma.
Oh man.
She pulled it out.
Then I'll put you into your breakout rooms.
Dang.
All right, Katie, you got this. Survive this, Katie. Avenge your husband.
Oh my gosh, that was a fun challenge to watch.
Fun?
What do you mean fun?
It's pretty dramatic for an endurance challenge.
That was amazing.
I cannot believe I'm avoided tribal this whole night.
Oh, it sounds like Megs. What was your tribe?
I don't remember.
Nero. We were Nero.
Nero. Sounds like,
Yeah.
was it Nero didn't go to
Original
tribal
Nero.
till merge, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh right, you were the. Oh right, the new right. Yeah, Nero never went to tribal the whole game. That's crazy.
Oh
So
yeah.
let me pull up the graphic real quick so we can look at the players here. Nope. Here we go. So there's who we got on Nero. No longer Alan, but we do have Brandon, Jessica, Josh, Katie, and Michael.
Oh.
Caleb's gonna win this game. I'm very high on the Caleb train.
Yes.
He's doing really well.
He's building his story right now. That I was on the losing Anantia tribe. I was
know,
the surviving. I didn't have a
Separated
pair.
from my loved one.
Yeah.
Alone and afraid.
Yeah, it's true.
For 2 hours on a Tuesday.
Wait, so they made merge.
Yeah, is this gonna be merge, you think?
Yeah, after this one, it's merge.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Travis dropping the facts.
Well, I'm not allowed to tell them about that thing that Justin told us about.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so there's something else.
Oh, so there's still a twist. Okay, good. I was like, Travis, did you just ruin it?
No. There's more. There's more.
Okay, good.
So there's gonna be potentially a few pairs in the game. That's merge.
I like it. I like it when we don't know everything. Gives us better reactions.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah. So what do you
Is
think
it
the
not-
tribe that didn't go to tribal council at all, being Anita? No, I'm sorry, being Ama. Do you think they're all going to be targets going into the merge?
I think the partners, I mean, the duos are going to be targeted like crazy.
Yeah, Matt and Marcy and Trey and Leanne.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Amanda, Emma, Caleb, Rachel.
Because not only are they pairs on IMA, the two pairs, they also are going to be targeted coming from IMA.
Right.
Okay. That'll work. That'll work. Just kidding. Okay. I need to stop being biased. This cast is
It's hard
awesome.
to not be when you know people playing.
I know. Yeah. That was me watching Joe, Rachel, Matt P. Last season. It was awful. Well, what about the dramatic love story of the people voting out each other? The couple, the boyfriend, girlfriend, Jesse Mariah?
So he didn't vote her out. He said at tribal council he would have, right?
Were there wasn't it both for Jesse and Mariah?
Oh, that was the 2-2-2, wasn't it? What are we talking about?
But then when they went to tribal again, he said that he would have been open to voting Mariah, I thought.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Anyways.
So how does Katie survive this tribal? Is there anything she can do?
I'm trying to remember what I've heard about. So Josh and Josh and Michael are the close ones. Is that correct? Does anybody know?
I think that's what Mike said. He was his closest ally.
Yeah, so Mike says that him and Josh are really close.
Jessica did catch a couple votes on the last tribal council.
That's
Who are the
true.
cousin pairs? Who's
She
the
does have an
cousins?
idol.
The cousins are Brandon and Michael and Josh and Jessica.
Jessica, okay.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's either like Katie goes or maybe one of the pairs tries to pull Katie in, make a move, but I feel like that would be weird.
I wonder if Jess uses her idol here.
Justin just called me. He wanted to know if you made the right call. I said yes, right?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
By the end, it was the same result.
It didn't change the outcome because
Exactly.
she dropped first
We're not
both
mad, right?
times.
If
It
Emma
doesn't
would've
matter.
He's gonna say he contacted production and we
Man,
called it
that's
good.
a lot of power.
Yeah, even if it wasn't a good call, it didn't change the outcome. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole Emma's video turning off though, that's a bit wishy.
Oh, is that
crazy.
happening right now? No. That's just the main room.
What?
I was just looking. Tribal. We're not missing tribal, right?
No. Nope.
Okay. They're just talking in the main room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Waiting for Justin to add me to whatever breakout room for tribal.
Okay. So it's fine. I'm chill. It's fine. Okay, so you say Jessica has an idol, Leanne has an idol, Trey has steal a vote. Is that all we've got out there?
Naomi has an idol.
Naomi has an idol.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There was one tribal where it took Justin a while to join, and it made me think he went and did a Pandora's Island with someone after the black hole. I bet one of the numbers or one of the letters. Was there a P? I bet it was the P.
Yeah, I think it was the first 15 letters.
Are you A, B, C, D, E, F, G?
Or 16. P is 16, so it was at least 16.
I don't know.
Oh. Here we go.
All right.
They do the easy vote.
Oh my gosh,
Make this vote.
I mean, my biggest thing is that I really like this 5, like all of us. And I mean, I thought Katie had it. Obviously, I dropped first. I got distracted. Yeah.
All right. Mike, I'll go to you next. How about for you, as you think about kind of what's happening for the rest of the night and the future of the game, how does that weigh on your decisions as you vote?
Just, I guess, looking at the fact that there's a lot of newbies that have kind of gone in the last few tribal councils, it's definitely nerve-wracking. I think looking at it as Brandon and I as the only newbies here. And so I think that it really just comes down to like, what relationships do we trust and like who's telling us the truth?
Mm-hmm. All right. Jessica, as you think about kind of moving to the future of the game, and from experience, it only gets more intense from here. So how does that affect how you're going to vote moving forward?
So if I can move forward with people that won't work with me as a past winner, obviously I always feel like everyone's out to get me, but I hope that they're not. And we'll see where it goes.
All right. Katie, last woman standing for Nero. A little bit of a glitchy towards the end of the challenge, but you held strong. Do you think showing that strength and holding out for the team kind of earns you points, or does that actually hurt you in this scenario?
I really, really like this 5, and I wish we could stay together. I knew my ass was on the line. That's why I can't feel my arm, because I wanted to pull through for us 5. And I think my ass is still on the line, and I'm hoping I have something else up my sleeve. I'm going to put it all out there right now. Mike, I really wanted to work with you. We were super tight. I still feel super tight with you. Brandon, same. Josh, same. Jess, I wish I got to know you. I'm a very loyal person. Everything I've said to the people I've been talking to is 100% legitimate. And that is what you have to base your vote on. That I'm being honest. People weren't honest with me in the first round. That is in the past. I forget, I forgive, it's behind us. I'm alone now. I have no blood in this game. Water is water. I want to play with you two. I have no other ties. I'm here. That's all I can say.
All right. Josh, your reaction to that?
I don't know. I like the five of us too, and I wish we could all work forward together. We all want to be here. I don't know. It sucks. I don't want to vote anybody out. So,
is there anybody?
Josh, I know you're voting for me, and I'm not mad at you. I really like you. Stop. You're so kind. I know you're voting for me. I want to squeeze you. You're so cute. Vote for me. Do it. I know that's where your vote going to do it. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to two other people that need to listen to what I'm saying.
All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to say before we get to the vote? All right. With that, please privately message me your vote.
You sure? Your expo, next expo, and start a new one. We have people here. We're shooting for 50, but we're just gonna be nice. Oh, I got an armored little Timmy.
All right. Once the votes are read, the person will be asked to leave the Zoom immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
I actually would like to play the hidden immunity idol that I unfortunately don't have. Mike and Brandon, I hope you voted the way I wanted you to. If not, good luck.
All right.
I like the dramatic.
I really wanted to see those faces, but it didn't work. I got no reaction, so it sucks. I'm just leaving without any entertainment. Great.
Anybody else would like to play a hidden immunity idol? Now would be the time to do so. All right. No idols in play. First vote, Katie. Next vote, Jessica. Next vote, Katie. Next vote, Jessica. 2 votes, Katie. 2 votes, Jessica. 1 vote left. And the person leaving tribal council is Katie. Katie, the tribe has spoken.
You almost had it.
Thank you so much for playing. If everybody else will please
If that
return.
was you got to make a big move or you're out next, dude. You're on the outs if that was you. I'm sorry. I wanted to work with you. Bye, guys.
All right, please head to the main room.
Oh my god. What just happened?
Wait, so Mike and Brandon voted differently?
Yeah.
Look, no, I think
Why?
Threw a vote on you. I'm just gonna put it out there. Katie was giving me feelings of idol, and I was trying to protect her. I'll be honest about it.
Oh my god.
But I made sure that Brandon was voting for Katie.
Oh my god.
Just ended the call there.
Ema and Amanti are getting a look at the Nero tribe. Katie voted out at the last
feel like
tribal.
Jessica doesn't forget or forgive.
Game. All right.
Let's pour one out for Katie. Katie and
Damn.
Alan. Katie and Alan.
Oh.
Oh, poor Katie. Katie did
fought-
not give
fought
up.
so
She did
hard.
not give up.
Yeah.
That's why she's so great.
You have about 5 minutes, so at 10:10 p.m. Eastern, we will reconvene. Feel free to use the restroom. Feel free to chat it up.
I want to hear Michael talking
See you
to
again.
right now.
Yeah.
In your tribe, please. And we'll be back. Please be back in 5 minutes, 10:10 p.m. Eastern, for the next activity.
Oh my god.
That's why Katie made was it the final five, Travis?
I was hoping that'd be a
Yeah,
merge.
she got 5th or 6th.
That's how Katie made it so far when she played. Like the constant underdog. She was like underdog the whole time.
She was supposed to be first
Good.
boot, but saved herself with an idol.
Wow. Oh,
She pulled
she's the
Leanne.
one.
Yeah.
Ah.
Wow.
I mean, you got to give her credit. She did not give up, and I thought she had it for a second.
I
thought it
know.
was a great
I was feeling it.
I thought it was a great
Yeah, I
pick.
was like, save her. Come on.
Yeah.
Mike and Brandon, save her.
But then again, she had no one. But then again,
Yeah, but
if we're saying that partners are going to get targeted, then you might want to keep the partners in because you know that partners are going to get targeted.
but she also but he just pissed off Jessica anyway.
Yeah.
That's like it's
Joe,
like he just voted her out.
Right. Because if he knew Brandon was at least putting, well, I guess, yeah. I don't know. That was tough.
Eek.
I mean, Katie was not going to idle out Michael.
No.
Right.
No, she's not gonna
Yeah.
idle. You only throw a vote if you think you're
Obviously,
going to
voting Jessica.
Yeah.
Right. I think he overplayed it a little bit and just got a little bit paranoid, which is totally fair. I mean, there was not a lot of room to hide there, but
yeah,
that's going to be
I mean,
interesting, fixing that relationship.
Even a sole vote for Jessica, like if Katie did use the idol, and Mike knew that the target was Jessica, Jessica still would have gone, and Mike was never in the mix.
Right.
No.
Right.
You throw your vote when you think you're going to be idled out. Megs, if someone writes your name down at tribal, do you ever forgive them, or is it like like you wrote my name down, you're done?
I think it depends on the scenario.
I think
No, I mean,
for me,
it
it's always
depends
in
on
the
how
back.
early it is. I mean, it's back there, but it depends on how
I'm
early
sorry,
it
Megs.
is. Okay, first of all, we're not talking about that. We will never talk about Connect 4 again. And that's that.
You can never play Connect 4 again.
Trauma.
I mean, yeah.
For me, I like always have it in the back of my mind. If I think like you were willing to write down my name at one point, and you will be willing to write it down again, dead to me. So I'll pretend I'm fine. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I know you're willing to lose me at one point.
No, I scare people off easily enough. I don't need them to think that I hold grudges too.
Oh man. So do you think we're gonna get the merge announcement when we get back? I don't be too high.
Yeah, I wonder what this twist is going to be. So we had the double tribal at the very first tribal of the merge. So
And that's what he's done for 2 seasons now.
okay,
Right, Travis? I don't know.
will
Yeah.
it be 3 this time?
No.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
That would be
Oh my
crazy.
God. I don't like that twist.
I was voted out by then.
Right, he didn't have to play that episode.
It was stressful. You didn't miss You didn't miss
It was
much.
fun. That was my favorite episode.
That you guys were going nuts leading up to that tribal. Like you guys were only talking about the first tribal where 2 people went out. I think I feel like we never really heard any strategy of who was next. It was all just that first tribal. It's like, and whatever happens afterwards is gonna be.
No, me and Rachel had the whole plan
Oh
set
really?
up.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Did you guys have a Big Brother round when you played?
We did.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I wonder if he's doing that again this season.
I'm always against the Big Brother round.
Me too.
I didn't mind it as a twist. I mean, I was nominated, but
yeah,
it was cool to, as a fan
Yeah.
of the game.
I think if you know it could happen, it's fine.
Mhm.
They should have a sequester round. Battle
Wait,
match
what?
someone.
Battle match, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Wait, is anyone watching Sequester?
I didn't watch the most recent episode. Don't spoil it. I need to watch
Okay,
it.
okay, you need to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've been deep in a Dolly Parton challenge, but I'll watch it tonight.
It's worth it.
What's a Dolly Parton challenge?
It's a creative challenge. We had to make a music video.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
They've been listening to a song nonstop for 3 days.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Are you in a game right now? Is that what you're talking about? Are you in a game?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I don't know what.
What game?
The retirement home org.
What? We might have to come back to that.
Yeah, it's
The retirement home org.
Yeah, what does that
And I
mean?
had to get some popcorn because
There we are. All right. I did say
There we go.
the Nero Tribal Council, but I just wanted to say it to everybody. I know there was some discrepancies towards the end of that challenge. Oh, you can't see me. In regards to what happened and what didn't happen, I was checking in with production around a couple things. In the time that I checked in with production on what had happened with Emma, that Katie had fallen, I just felt like it was not fair to anyone to kind of do that. So I said, let's just reset the challenge. That was a production call. As I said at the beginning of this, production calls are going to happen. So that was the result. So hopefully nobody feels angry about it. It's on me. It's not on either anybody that was involved in the challenge. So you can be mad at me, but only me. Thanks. All right. That being said, we're going to move on with the game, and I am pleased to congratulate all of you for making the merge. So we have merged. This now becomes an individual game.
Thank goodness.
So your merge tribe name is Oikos. That is home or family in Greek, and that, since all of this stems from kind of the Pandora Greek.
And also yogurt.
So Oikos is your merge tribe name. I'll create a new tribe chat.
Is the merge feast sponsored by Oikos?
Reminder, I'm sharing my screen, right? You guys can see
I
that?
hope so.
Now I just stopped. Come on.
Yeah, it says hi, fam.
So challenges will now be played and won individually. So one person will win immunity. Everybody else will be.
I love her.
You can now vote any remaining player out at Tribal Council, and you can privately message anyone left in the game. I do ask, please do not communicate with anybody who has left the game. Don't try to get secret information. I'm instructing them to do the same. So please keep the game pure and imagine that they have gone to Ponderosa and you can't talk to them. All right. You are now vying for individual immunity. That is what you covet, and that was what will keep you safe. And with that, we are going to get to our first individual immunity challenge, and it is called How Many Did You Say? So how this is going to work is I'm going to show you a variety of visual images, kind of puzzles, but they are visual images. At the top of each one of those images will be a question, such as how many times does a triangle appear in the image? All right. The first player to correctly
I
answer
just
the question
realized
in Zoom chat
everybody left.
a point.
Wait,
You
except
only
Naomi
answer once.
isn't a pair.
So if you answer once,
Right.
you can answer it again. Please don't try to add more chatter in the chat to confuse people.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
If you're incorrect, please don't answer again.
Queen
First
Naomi.
3 points wins immunity and a special reward.
Naomi Stan.
We'll warn you that.
I think that the pairs are going to be targeted.
Oh boy.
If no player has reached 3 points after all the puzzles are complete, the player with the most points will win. Or we'll move to a tiebreaker if we need to do that if multiple people are tied. Oh, that was a cheat. Does anybody have any questions? So there will be puzzle, every slide will be different. Every puzzle will be a little different with a different question at the top. So make sure you pay attention to the image and what is at the top. You will answer in the main Zoom chat. So please, to make sure your answer goes to everyone. And as with the last challenge, I just put answer here. Make sure it says to everyone when you send a message. As with the last challenge, it's really based on what I see. So if it's close, then I'm sorry. It will go based on what I see in the chat. All right, so you want to be fast to the chat. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? Great. So with that, we will get started. So this is your image. And your question is, how many total objects are the color red? How many objects are red? Nobody has gotten it correct so far. Just double checking. Naomi, correct with 17. There are 17 red objects. So Naomi on the point with 1 point.
Can you only do one answer?
This image. How many times does the number 2 appear in this grid in any way, shape, or form?
Why Trey?
Trey!
How many times does the number 2 appear in this?
I'm dead.
Emma, that is incorrect.
I can't even be bothered.
Still better than Find the 9.
Oh, that was
Don't
hard.
hate Find the 9.
Incorrect. Josh, incorrect.
Donna was really good at Find the 9.
She was so good.
Correct.
She was so good at that.
Just double checking.
Extremely good.
Still incorrect. Make sure you only answer once. Brandon, correct with 66.
Wow.
Incorrect with 66. Next image. In which row and column does the number
Oh, there it is.
appear? Make sure the row and column as listed there like A1.
No, thank you.
I literally can't see it.
Yeah, it's too small.
I'm zooming in on my
Is correct. Josh gets a point.
Some people are so freaky good at this. I'm so bad at this.
So Naomi, Brandon, and Josh all have a point.
W14.
Next image is this. How many times does the word blood appear? Forward, backwards, up, down, and diagonal. How many times does the word blood appear?
I can't.
This isn't a game. This is torture.
Diagonal. 15 is incorrect. 1 is
This is
incorrect.
just where I guess.
9 is correct. Naomi with 2 points.
Wow. Naomi.
Correct. Naomi with 9. Next image is this.
Big Brother All-Stars?
The total number of aliens plus the total number of fish, then minus the total number of pumpkin faces. What do you get? 4 is correct. Mike on the board with a point.
Chanel, Tyler, Nicole.
I'll make sure I saw this. Yes, Mike was first. Correct. All right, here is your next puzzle.
Oh, God.
How many 9-letter answers are there in the crossword? How many 9-letter answers are there in the crossword? 3 is incorrect. 2 is incorrect.
0.
4 correct. Mike.
No,
with
ignore me.
point.
Wow,
Naomi,
Mike.
Mike has 2. Moving on to the next image. It's this one. The question is, how many times does the number 7 appear in this grid? How many times does the number 7 appear in this grid? 20 is incorrect. 9 is incorrect. 17 incorrect. 18 incorrect. 16 incorrect. 17. 19. Trey correct with 19.
Trey getting one nice.
Mike has 2. Josh has 1. Brandon has 1. Naomi has 2.
Wow, Mike and Naomi.
Puzzle question. How many times does the word water appear forward, backwards, up, down, and diagonally?
Kind of sucks when you have to guess, you know? More fun when you have to figure it out.
Amanda. I have Amanda with 5 is correct.
She totally guessed.
And your next image is here. Which 2 numbers are out of order? Which 2 numbers? Both of them which are out of order. Matt, correct, with 68 and 67.
Wow.
Matt on the board with a point.
Is he going to run out of puzzles?
This is your next one. How many more do I have?
Did he hear you?
Are there more purple hearts or purple moons? Purple hearts or moons?
Yeah, 50-50 there.
Trey is correct with moons. Trey at 2 points.
Hey, oh my god.
There are 4 moons and 3 purple hearts. Next is this.
Oh.
How many W's are there?
Which letter is the only letter that appears twice?
God.
Which letter is the only letter that appears only twice? Only twice. Brandon's incorrect. Leanne's incorrect. Jess is incorrect. Which is the letter that only appears twice in the whole grid? Naomi incorrect. Emma incorrect. Only appears twice. So
You
one
only get to guess once, right?
letter that
Yeah, I think that's the catch with this.
I think it's
Amazing.
R. No.
A. It's A.
Yeah, no, it's not A.
Just kidding. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Amanda. Correct with P.
Wow.
Amanda's 2.
Whole grid.
I don't even see 1 P.
So maybe
All right.
that's the letter that you can't see.
Amanda, Trey, Mike, and Naomi all have 2 points. Matt, Josh, Brandon all have 1 point. Everybody else get to score. Which color highlights the lowest total? So if you total up the numbers,
Oh my god.
the lowest total.
Hey, you just gotta guess.
Yeah.
Not yellow. Yellow's a big number.
Yeah.
I guess blue.
Shot in the dark.
First person, orange. Answer orange is Amanda.
Amanda
Whoa.
won.
Amanda, congratulations. You have won immunity.
Amanda. Nice job, Amanda.
Yes.
Good job, Amanda.
Natia.
We can skip these other ones. They would have been fun.
It's not white. There was nothing in the white ones.
That's very clever, Matt, but no. So congratulations, Amanda. You have won immunity. Cannot be voted out. You will have a special reward as well. Tribal Council, who might have guessed it, will be first next episode. So you have all week
Oh,
to
man.
determine who you're going to vote out.
How many people were already texting each other, you think?
2 people will be eliminated at that tribal council because the person voted out will have the drag set out of the game with them.
Oh no!
One single vote
The final 4.
out of the game with them. So you want to be very careful about who you vote out. And because whoever you vote out will
I love her.
out with them. Now, I want to make it very clear, if you have a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, you must do it before the votes are read. That will block you from being voted out as well as from the drag. So if you want to play your idol, those of you that may or may not have them, you have to play it like you would before the votes are read. Once the votes are read, you still, I mean, if you haven't played it, you can still be dragged out of the game.
There's a major twist to Flush Idols too.
Yeah.
Out of
You
mind.
gotta play it there.
Everyone, I would play it. Anyone
Yeah.
that has it.
So questions about that before I release you. Cool. What did I say on this slide? So just a reminder, you can vote out any remaining player at Tribal Council except for Amanda for this round. You can now privately message anyone left in the game as you see fit. And Amanda, you'll learn of your immunity reward right after this call ends, so I'll shoot you a quick message.
Okay.
So if you can stick around for 2 minutes on Facebook Messenger, I'll let you know. If anybody has any questions, feel free to shoot them to me privately, but congratulations, you're all in the Oikos tribe now. You have merged, and you will all make it on to episode 3. And from here on out, it is up to you what you do next. So feel free to privately message as you see fit. Make sure you
Trey
check
made the merge.
your junk message, all that.
He didn't make it last time, did he?
Who is not your Facebook friend yet.
He did.
Will you be making a new tribe chat?
I will, yeah. I'll put a new tribe chat in there.
Was he first jury?
Old ones as well.
He was the first one out at the merge, but he didn't.
Questions, thoughts, feelings, needs.
Okay.
He actually ended early somehow, which is astonishing. That is, before you know, it always runs a little late.
That's where that toilet paper fiasco.
I know. Right? Thank you all for your efforts. Yeah, I think that's that.
Thanks,
Congratulations on making the merge, and have a very exciting week. This week is always the most fun week. I will tell you that much. It is the most fun week for strategizing. So that,
Crazy.
keep in mind that drag power that the person voted out will.
The drag's going to make it extra spicy.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Wow.
I'll probably have to log off soon.
Caleb making the merge.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Who is going to turn on their loved one?
Someone.
Leanne. Leanne's gonna vote out Trey.
You think he'll vote her out with what's in her pocket?
I think she would use it. I think they're all gonna use it.
Yeah.
A drag is just
Honestly.
so scary because you just don't know what is going through their head as that person gets eliminated.
No one's dragging Leanne. How dare you?
That's true. If it was
No.
actually, yeah, Leanne might totally hold her. I think she should hold her idol. Honestly,
I think she's risk adverse. If she used her idol at the first tribal, I think she'll use it if she has any sense of danger. And with the drag twist, I wouldn't be surprised if she uses it.
Yeah.
Trey.
I was about to say the move should be to get out Trey because then Trey's not going to drag out Leanne.
That's the thing. You got to turn on your ally here because you won't get trapped.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine Leanne starts pushing Trey's name.
No.
My word.
They have like a really awkward dinner, like sitting across from each other.
Eating their Oikos yogurt.
Hashtag sponsored.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Damn. Well, Amanda must be really happy right now, coming from an now having immunity.
That was a clutch win for her. And I mean, honestly, Amanda is one of the standouts for this week. She survived all those tribal councils, seemed to be in control of all of it. And she wins immunity in probably one of the most clutch times possible. And now she has the opportunity to do whatever the hell she wants with less consequences.
Yeah.
So who knows what she's going to try to pull in this week.
just a bit of a target.
I think Trey's in trouble again.
Oh yeah, especially since he announced about the power, and they didn't go to tribal to actually reveal what his power was.
He announced he had one.
Yes.
When?
who?
What?
He announced to his
The whole
tribe
tribe.
that he had an advantage.
Wait, when was this?
Oh
I think
my
this is before you joined the stream, right? Didn't Justin announce that?
Yeah.
Hey, well,
Hi,
speaking of
guys.
the devil, here he
Hello.
is.
Hello.
Here you are. Oh, bye, Trav. Okay. Oh, no. Who left? Hannah.
Hannah had to go.
Oh. Evidently, Rachel's screen went crappy for a couple of the questions. That last one, she said Hannah had to fix something on her screen. I don't know. She said she couldn't see slides. I don't know what happened. But anyway, how did it go?
Oh, awesome. We were loving it.
I'm kind of sad at the vote outs, though. We had 2 pairs go. It kind of is boring. That was brutal.
I really thought Katie might have persuaded them to
I
keep
thought
her.
she was going to too.
Yeah.
And like from my perspective, like I love them both, but like I feel like going with like the three of them going together. I don't know. Josh is always going to stay with Jess, right? So I feel like Brendan and Mike could have grabbed an ally that would stay very loyal to them, rather than forcing like a 2-2 divide at some point. But
yeah,
and it's funny. Katie thought that Brandon voted with her, and it was actually Mike that voted with her, which is hilarious. So that was fun.
That was, by the way, you weren't in the call, but when you ended that call, it ended at such an awkward moment because he was talking about the vote, and right before they had a chance to respond, the call just ended, and it was like, oh my gosh! And so now they're just on. So you know that was going down individually on the text chats after that. But oh my gosh, you'll have to see the replay of that because that was a moment. I think we all gasped.
Yeah.
So you guys saw the big reveal at the end.
Yeah.
So we in the first 3 seasons we did a drag. Actually, in the first 4 seasons we did a drag.
I didn't have one.
You didn't have one yours? Are you sure? All right.
We were only 16 people.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But we've done drags before, and then I removed it because it felt like in the heat of the moment, like the decisions were kind of crazy. But I feel like giving them a week to think about it and having them actually using it as a voting strategy to basically say like, if you vote me out, I'm going to drag you. Like having the time to use that as part of your strategy, I think gives it a little bit more weight. So I decided to throw it in this season to see if it changes much. But
you should explain the season 4 draggings.
Oh my God.
Brutal.
So season 4 was second
Dragging.
chances. So it was all returning players. There was 8 from each season, the first 3 seasons. And there was actually 2 drags that happened. One early and then one kind of right after merge, I think, somewhere in that range.
We had 24 people, so
yeah,
it's like we had to get them out somehow.
And so my friend Megan Chan, oh, you guys know Megan Chan? Some of you know Megan Chan. She played in a mini with us.
She was my soulmate.
Yeah. Do you remember that crazy mini we played that day, Joe? John,
Oh yeah,
Megan Chan.
Megans.
The other Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she played. So she got dragged early, but then was able to fight her way. It was kind of like an Edge of Extinction, like fight your way back in. So she fought her way back in via a challenge, and then she got dragged again. She got dragged twice.
Wow!
And the person that dragged her out basically said, "I just wanted to make like a big move and like make like a big kind of something fun and entertaining." So she just dragged the same person again. It was so.
my God.
I tried to stay very like neutral, but literally when that happened, like my mouth hit the floor. I was like, like no, you did not do that. It was
I
so
cannot
horrible.
tell you how brutal it was to watch that. I was like, she did not just do that.
That was
that was wild.
Yeah, I was flabbergasted when that happened. I felt so bad for her too because I was on relatively good terms with her, and I was telling her that there's no way you're gonna get dragged. No one would dare drag you a second time, and I was making her feel comfortable because I was that convinced that there was no way that she was like the only person it was gonna beat, and it was her, and I felt so bad.
Yeah,
That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough.
It was wild.
So, what do you think about Jessica being a master of holding her idol? Because, man, her name's come up a lot, but she's managed to hold on to it. And every time it was the right call.
I know. I was wondering if she would use it that last time, just the way Katie was talking. But she didn't do it. So that was sharp of her. So we'll see how it plays for her. It's really interesting now that her and Matt are together because they played together in season 3. They're both winners. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays. So I think it is 7 returnees and 6 newbies now. But I don't know that will really factor in that much. I think I'm really interested to see kind of what happens next. I know the AMA tribe in their tribe chat was basically saying like we might be the target because we didn't lose anything, kind of like Nero was last season, right? John, did you hear my shout out to Zulon? I was like,
no.
I was trying to inspire the Anantia tribe because they went to 3 tribals back to back, and I was like, let me tell you what happened last season.
I wrote that in the chat. I was like, I'm getting flashbacks to old
Yeah.
Mulan.
Yeah, I was like, we had someone that went to the first 3 tribals. They got whittled down to a tribe of 3, and then one
To
of
be
them went
fair,
on
he
to
did
win
get
it.
voted out, though.
It's true. He did get voted out. It's true.
Idled out.
But he got idled out. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm really interested to see kind of where it goes from here.
Well, we were talking about just before you jumped on that the move here is to target your loved one, because your loved one, as long as they don't find out that you're the one who headed the effort, is not going to drag you.
Right.
So, like we were saying that Leanne needs to go after Trey this round. She really does.
Yeah, and so with all the various, I don't know how the various advantages might come into play, right? So Jess obviously has her idol. I mean, if she's not Trey, she'll use it this round because just there's so much chaos. Like, might as well use it and protect yourself for this one, right? So this was the one not last season, maybe 2 seasons ago, where Trey went into it. It was a little different. So the merge happened. The next tribal council was 2 people going, but it was the 2 highest votes, which I think you guys experienced in your season as well. Trey went into that really confident, didn't use his idol, and there was just like so many votes getting thrown around that he ended up going with an idol in his pocket. So I think it just makes sense. Just use your idol this round. Just keep yourself safe. And I think it's a good excuse too to just be like, I don't want to risk it and I don't want to get dragged, so I'm just going to use it and get rid of it. I don't think anybody can blame you for that, from my perspective.
Playing devil's advocate, there is a lot of players. So it's like rolling the dice with the odds. It is technically in your favor that you'll be just fine. However, you'll never forgive yourself if it backfires.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you've got that. You got Josh, who has a block of vote. You have Naomi with an idol. You have Leanne with an idol, and you have Trey with a steal a vote. So there's a block of vote and a steal a vote in the mix. I haven't really worked out in my head how that works if they're played against the same person or something like that. But that just won't happen. We'll just make sure that doesn't happen.
Say that one more time. Who has what?
So Josh has a block a vote, which he basically just says, like, I'm preventing this person from having a vote. And Trey has a steal a vote. So if Josh blocks their vote and Trey says, I want to steal their vote, I don't know how that works.
Did Josh get that during the black hole challenge?
No.
Oh.
Josh got that for picking number 7 in the tribe swap.
Oh,
So
did anybody go to Pandora tonight?
Yeah.
So tonight Alan went. He got an extra vote, but it didn't really matter because it wouldn't have saved him even if he used it, because it was a 4-2. So I think that's why he didn't use it. So he was the 7th in the Zoom for season 7. So and it was good. Like, he was the one I was kind of rooting for because he knew his name was going around. So when he became 7th, I was like, that's perfect. But an extra vote doesn't really help him in the scenario that he was in with a 4-2 minority. So yeah, that's important. I mean, so the first time he played, I think he made like early merge. Next time he made final 4 and then got screwed. And then this time he's pre-merge. So he's done everything but win now. So we'll see. At some point there has to be like a legend season. He'll come back for that.
It's pretty great how we still have both winners in. That's pretty surprising.
It is pretty wild, yeah. And I do think if Emma went to tribal council, Matt was in trouble. I think Leanne was going to protect Naomi and Rachel. I think she was starting to become kind of motherly to the 2 of them. It really actually would probably come down to Rachel. Like, Rachel was like, I think I could swing it either way. Like, I could get rid of Trey if I wanted to.
Wow.
So we'll see what she does with that now that it's merge time and they've got to sort out what that means.
Do you think with Amanda being down in numbers, she seeks out some meat shields in Jess and Matt because she's played with both of them?
Probably, yeah.
And tries to form some alliance involving them.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if like the Nero group tries to pick up the Anantia, whatever it is. It doesn't matter anymore, it's over. Because that would give them the 7-6 majority, right? So if the Neros stay together and they grab the 3 Anantias, that gives them 7-6 over Ama. So there's that option. There's obviously earlier tribal lines.
You have Caleb and Rachel.
Right, but you have Caleb and Rachel on opposite sides of that. So that's where that gets tricky. I do think Matt and Jess will want to try to work together, which again, kind of that's on opposite lines of that. So it'll be really interesting to see how that works out. And it's so interesting. Like, I wonder if Leanne just becomes like such an under the radar threat at this point. Like, she might be able to float through the episode, right? Like, who's going to see her as the big person to get out? I don't know. Maybe. It's so interesting because I leave the Zoom on for them when we go to tribal, and I stick around for a little bit. And like she's so chatty with everybody. Like, she's just very like social. And I wonder how many of them are like watching that as a strategic thing. I think actually Leanne's just doing it because she's nice and wants to get to know people. But like everyone's like, you are a strategic threat.
That's 100%.
We were watching the confessionals. There was some interesting takes on that first tribal with the Leanne situation. Someone brought up the fact that, Leanne was the easy vote, but I certainly wasn't for it. She's awesome, but I decided not to fight the tide. And then Leanne taking note that, it was interesting to see the reactions and what people try to defend it, and she took a lot of notes from that. And I feel like in the grand scheme of things, that first tribal did her good because it immediately put her like, you got to play and you got to play hard. And I feel like she's been doing it ever since. And it's really awesome to watch.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Although did you guys all see? I don't think Will saw. I think I shared it with some of you. So after the last, after the tribe swap, after the last episode, I guess Trey and Leanne, you might have seen her confessional where she shared this, right? So she puts in the tribe of 6. Yeah, we've got a type 4, and it's just, and Trey immediately messages me with a screenshot and goes, "I'm gonna kill her." It's so good. And then Hannah starts making T-shirts. I don't know if she shared this, but she made T-shirts that says, "We've got a strong 4. I mean 6 on it."
Yeah.
So funny. Oh,
she also made another one earlier today. Let me see if I can pull it up for you.
Oh, that was so good.
She's made a couple good ones.
That reminds me of Keith in Survivor.
Keith Nail.
Yeah. Stick to the plan.
Stick to the plan, yeah.
All right, you ready for this shirt, Justin?
I'm ready.
Here you go.
When's it going to happen? Oh.
I
love it. You gotta send me that. Whoever has it, send it over to me.
I'll forward it to you right now.
I'll put it in my end of season. My end of season screen caps, much like Matt P's feet.
Oh my gosh!
Or Joe's human letters that he was making.
Oh my gosh, the human letters, I hated it.
Oh my god,
there was one where Joe was trying to figure out a Pandora clue, so he just kept sending me random like body morphs into like different letters, and I was like, Joe, that's not it. Stop. And then this other guy, Matt, thought it had something to do with feet, so he sent me a picture of his feet. It was very weird, but it was so funny.
Oh, memories.
You got that one for free, Oh man.
All right.
I'm trying to think of if there was any other notes. I'm really interested. I like that the drag is coming back for this season because I feel like the blood versus water element makes the drag interesting to see if how that will impact it.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I like to watch a drag not be in it. That's for sure.
Oh wait. One thing is Naomi's the only single player in the game, right?
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that. Wow.
Wow. She's the only one. So I wonder if
because I was thinking about it because I was just thinking anybody that's loved one got voted out gets to go to Pandora tonight, but nobody has that. Michelle is out. She didn't. So yeah, Alan, Katie, Mariah, Jesse, they're all couples. So no Pandora visits tonight, which is probably good. There's a lot of stuff swirling around already. We don't need like an advantage get-in happening at some point.
Hannah says, I hope she's I can arrange that.
Justin, what was the award? Not the award. The extra like thing that Amanda got for winning.
So Amanda gets to send 2 people of her choice to Pandora.
Her sister.
So again, it can be good, it can be bad, right? So I'm trying to remember who got this last time. Who won the first
I think it was
immunity?
Kayla.
It was Kayla, that's right. And she sent Matt and someone else. I can't remember who it was. I don't remember who it was, but
I think it's Ty.
Ty?
Yeah, didn't he have a bunch of disadvantages?
Oh yeah.
He did have a lot. Poor guy. It was like every other round, you were like, Pandora's box is open and Ty has a disadvantage. Pandora's box is open and Ty. It was like never ending.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll see who she sends. She has 24 hours to tell me. I did let her know that there are advantages and disadvantages. Because that also throws a wrench, right? If people end up losing their votes, that kind of stuff, right? If it's a 7-6, if we do assemble like a 7-6 majority here somehow, someone loses a vote, that all of a sudden becomes a tie. So, or an even bigger deficit, right? A 5-7.
Is everyone in jury right now?
No. You know me, I don't like big juries, so we'll wait a little bit on that. Just extends the final tribal.
So I wonder if they'll take that into account. It's just a matter of voting out people they don't want to see in the jury.
Right. Could be. Oh, there she is.
H. Flem.
Merch extraordinaire. Hannah, how much did you get to watch? Oh.
Hannah, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Did you get home yet?
Yeah, I got home.
Oh, okay. How much did you get to watch?
I wasn't texting while driving. No way.
Hannah, don't do that.
Joe.
Hannah, everyone was talking about like how miserable like Rachel's kids were during the episode today. Caleb was saying like, yeah, I heard the kids screaming and Rachel had to go attend to something and it was funny.
Yeah,
Rachel was like,
to...
I'm sorry, I have to step away. I have to give them medicine.
Yep, I had to rock homegirl till she fell asleep. But
both your peeps are still in. You've done your duty.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Another week.
Yay. Are we good? It's okay. I'm so excited. I'm so glad. Caleb like ended, like he came out into the living room and he's like, oh, I sucked at that challenge. I'm like, dude, you made merch. Like, what? Freaking out about. Anyways.
Yeah, just remind me never to do the fist in the air challenge again. If I ever bring that up, never again. Never.
No, it was a good challenge.
It was good.
It's just hard to judge it. It's really hard to judge it, especially people being so far away from their cameras. Like, kind of, I was squinting and like had my face way up. To like see what was actually happening. So
is have them like hold it straight out, like this.
So that was one of the options of a future adjustment.
You should do the final 3 challenge that from Ascendance, where it's like you hold the solo cup against the wall, and then just like instead of they did every 10 minutes you had a cup, but you could just do every 2 minutes add a cup, and then you're like out to here in cups.
Oh wow!
You might run out of frame.
Do you have to do them every other? Like
yeah, you do every other.
Got it.
Didn't we have a extremely short endurance challenge at the end of season 4?
Yeah, that was the finger against the penny, right?
Oh,
yeah. So
you
had to hold a coin between your fingertip and the wall, kind of flat, if that makes sense. So like on the ridge, you had to push it against the wall with. So I don't have like this. So like this against a surface.
Oh my gosh!
You had to hold it against the wall for as long as you could. It was also horrible to judge because like everyone's like this against a wall. I can't see your coin, please. So that was also bad. Never again. I'm horrible in that. Like I try to avoid any sort of challenges that requires people to go buy things. Like even I've done dice, which I feel like I have 4 million dice in my house, and people still had to go buy them last season.
I had to buy it.
I had to buy
so
it.
horrible. Like can you just
like
go borrow
$3.
some dice from your games? Or your friends' games?
Justin, at that point, you're just doing them a favor. They need to own a paradise.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, it was a good purchase.
Yeah.
I literally have a giant bag just full of dice. Like I have probably 300 dice. Why? I don't know. But when I do my live game one day, I will have all the dice I need for that. So be ready if you're coming to play my live game for dice challenges. Yeah. All right. I should be a person now. And figure out my life.
Well, once again, what another wonderful episode we had. You definitely had us excited through the entire thing, and I mean, this is also kudos to them. Like, we had a tie 2-2-2 vote. That was amazing.
Yeah, did you guys watch Amanda's confessional? So that was actually her plan going in.
Yes. We could not believe that carried out.
Yeah,
Right.
so she planned that from the beginning and executed it the way that she wanted, which is really interesting. Like she's such an entertaining and like fun player, but she's very messy. She's just a messy player. So like when she pulls something off like that, I'm actually pretty impressed. And like messy in the best ways, right? Like she's just like, you never know what she's going to do next. She's just very unpredictable. And so that's what makes the game good though. So we'll see what she does with it next. Trey just messaged me. I think I can say this to you guys. I swear to God, Justin, if I get clowned by another gimmick merge twist, you'll never hear the end of it.
Oh my gosh, can he get his mom to play the idol on him?
Maybe.
Oh wow.
I don't know if he could convince Liam to do that.
Will, did you do that?
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah, I think what's tough about that though, if they do that, they might end up dragging her, right? Like they could say, all right, well, you used your idol, so I'll drag you instead. Like that. I don't know if anybody would be that mean. I can't see anyone dragging Leanne. Who would do that to her?
No.
Yeah.
Hannah, you mentioned that there was a shot down conversation earlier that if they take out Leanne, they might do that because she may drag Matt.
Yeah, because she thinks Matt lied to her about the first vote against her. So they're kind of stoking that fire. I don't know who is stoking that fire, but
at that point, I feel like it's easier. I think it's easier to get votes against Matt than Leanne because, like, Matt's a winner. He's been sitting pretty comfy this entire game, to be honest. I feel like that's a much easier pitch than like, yeah, let's go for Leanne because she might take out Matt as well. You know.
And I just saw your screen name. That's so funny.
yeah. So I made it season 0. We'll change it to season 8.
I love it.
There's no way I survive in this game if I get on.
Well, if it's with enough people you don't know, right? I think the problem is it's just so hard to cast without people knowing each other.
Justin, I gave you a name.
You did?
Yeah, we were talking.
Oh, yeah. Well, you haven't connected me with her on Facebook yet.
Justin, I have someone for you too. So remind me to tell you about that.
All right. Well, tell me, Will, but all the people you send me, or majority of them, just tell me no.
Okay, well, this one actually really wants to, though.
Okay, all right. I reached out to like Charlene that you sent me. She said no. I reached out to that YR girl, whatever her something YR.
Tanya.
She said no. So no more of those. All right, I'm gonna go. I don't know. Find out where my.
Can everybody make their winner picks? You can go, Justin.
Yeah. No, I want to hear the winner picks.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
13 people. That's a lot of people. Will, can you pull up the cast?
Yeah, let me pull up the thing real quick.
Let
me pull up this one because it's more recent.
Maybe we should all just type it in the chat roll, like 3, 2, 1. Make your winner pick.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Oh wait. I X'd out of the YouTube.
The YouTube chat or the private chat?
Whichever one. Private chat.
I'll do the YouTube one.
YouTube chat.
It's on the right side of StreamYard. Press comments.
Okay.
Oh.
That's been there the whole time?
I can't write in that. I don't have.
Oh, I can't write in it either.
Yeah,
Only
that's why
Hannah
you have to do it in the YouTube.
Oh.
No, it looks like Travis can. It looks like Joe did.
No, I have the YouTube up. That's how I've been doing it.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Man.
Private chat. Ready?
Ready?
Oh no.
Type your winner. Who you think is going to win?
Okay, I gotta think about this for a second.
This game. All the marbles. Ready?
Wait, so are we doing private chat or
private chat?
Private chat on StreamYard, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Private chat.
This is worse than Justin trying to get everybody to figure out.
You will send me the name in Facebook Messenger, not on Zoom, not anywhere else.
Justin, did you spell Leanne's name wrong?
This is the old graphic.
Oh,
I
no.
updated it.
Oh
in the new-
no! She likes it when you spell her name right,
I
Justin.
know. I did change it in the new graphic that's on my PowerPoint. So when it went up today for the episode, it was right.
All right, are
But
you guys ready to type?
Yep, I've typed.
Your
I've
winner
typed. I'm ready to
pick.
send.
In
Three.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh,
All different.
No, we got 2 Naomis.
I only see one.
She was going to be my second pick.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh.
Okay,
I
you can
didn't see
take pass
mine.
down now if you want.
Meg, do you really think Jess can pull off a second win? You think so?
I mean, I've seen it before where like people like, oh, they're a winner, we can get them later. And it never happens and they slide by.
Oh, Matt could do that too.
Yep.
That's why I picked Matt. I see Matt being a good overdog, honestly.
Yeah.
I think what he's going to have to do is that he's going to have to lay low because his threat level is just so high initially. If he just goes with the flow for the first half of this merge and then makes makes a good move or two towards the end that really gives him those like statement pieces to bring to final tribal council, that's all he needs. Because people I think Matt's just really convincing when it comes to talking to people to get to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, in his first season, season 3, he made it to the top 3. So he's always been at the end of the
You're
game,
right.
regardless of his threat level. And I think that he can do it again. And if he gets to the end, I think he stands a very strong chance to win because, I mean, he's been in final tribal council before. And I feel like he's just a really strong speaker at the end.
John, you think Leanne could survive all the way till the end?
I mean, this is just what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's realistic, but like, I think if Trey's out of the game, she can make it deep. I think the two of them together kind of puts a target on both of their backs.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she's really well liked by everyone, and I'm not sure she's going to come off as strategic as some. But I think she's definitely playing the game and knows what's going on. So people might underestimate her and keep her in a little bit longer than they should. So I think it's possible. And I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. I picked Brandon randomly. I mean, I know Mike and Brandon is his cousin, so don't tell him that I picked his cousin over him. But I honestly think, this is still live, so he might see this in the future. Sorry, Mike. But I feel like the move that Mike made to throw that other vote onto Jess is just going to come back to haunt him later on potentially. So I feel like Brandon, especially because Mike explained it, he was like, "Oh, I knew, Brandon was voting for Katie, and I, threw a vote on Jessica." So I feel like Brandon could maybe, use that to his advantage, and I feel like Mike could potentially be a target before Brandon, and at least in Jessica and what's her partner's name? Josh, Jessica and Josh. So we'll see what happens. There's a lot of people that could win, so it's a really good cast.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
What's your guys' cases for Naomi?
I feel like she's got a good shot just because I think people need her to help break up the couples, right? Like, I think she will be probably like friend number one. Everybody wants to go after because she has no ties, right? I think it's the pitch Katie was giving in her tribal, right? Like, I will only be loyal to you because I have no other ties, right? So I don't know. And she's got an idol. I think she's sharp.
Leanne, and Leanne's protecting her.
Yeah, she has a really good relationship with Leanne. Like a Naomi Leanne final 2 would be amazing. Yeah. We'll see.
That'd be fun.
Definitely hurt to see Katie go. I didn't get to watch Alan's, but seeing them both go really hurts because they're such great players. And Katie's fight at the end was amazing.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything she said made sense. It makes sense. Yeah, I think I absolutely expected once Alan went for Katie to team up with the boys and for them to take out the winner. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you break up that couple? It forces Josh. Hopefully, it forces Josh to work with them, right? And say, let's get the 4 of us to go, or he just retaliates and says, "Fuck you guys, I'm going to go elsewhere."
Jessica was so calm.
All right. Well, we shall see what happens. Definitely be sure to upload more of those confessionals for us, Justin, because we had a lot of fun looking at those before the game started tonight. But yeah,
We'll
I think
do.
that'll
Yeah,
do
Caleb
it.
just sent one over, so I can't wait to watch that and see what he's.
Oh wow, he's on it.
Yeah, there's some people who are really good.
If he went out because of that water, I would have been so pissed.
That was crazy. So risky.
You know, because of the water. What?
He went to grab a water, and that's why he dropped his toilet paper.
During the challenge.
Oh.
He
Was there
went
water
to,
nearby?
reach for water with his other
He walked to his desk with the toilet paper to grab water.
The water will be his
bottle.
peanut butter.
All right, friends. Thank you all for.
Yeah,
you should go back and watch that and see
obviously,
that.
of course, welcome to come back next week if you're around and available. I'm actually seeing if maybe I can get Katie to come join and give her thoughts as well.
Celebrity appearance.
So we'll just keep growing this group, but don't feel like you have to be here. But it is fun to get your perspectives. So thanks for
we're having a fun time.
Thanks for hosting this, Will. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
And thanks for babysitting, Hannah. And
If one of them win, though, I better get some cut of the prize.
yeah, right.
Just kidding.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah, thanks, Justin.
Bye, everyone.